as a big part of the quarterback run game. And when Tyrod Taylor's in there, that part of the playbook is out. I mean, Tyrod Taylor is not a designed quarterback run guy the way Justin Fields is. So the offense the Jets practiced with Justin Fields as a big part of the running game, it is good to have that back. As we remind you, the copyright of our broadcast is owned by New York Jets, LLC. All rights to this broadcast are reserved. And any retransmission, rebroadcast, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission from the New York Jets is prohibited. We will step aside and come right back. You're listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Straight Shooter with Stephen A.
This is Stephen A. Smith, and I've got something to say. We're talking politics, power, and the real issues that shape our lives. I want to make sure I position myself to be one of those voices that America wants to hear on these matters. I'll be open to being educated, corrected when I'm wrong, but I anticipate those moments to be few and far between.
Straight Shooter with Stephen A. Wednesday, 6 p.m. East on POTUS Channel 124 and on the Sirius XM app.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM Sunday.
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Xfinity 500 from Martinsville Speedway on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the Sirius XM app. For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race. Plus, 2 hours of post-race coverage on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90.
Kenny Chesney's journey took him from a small town in East Tennessee to country music superstardom and everywhere in between.
Oh, hello, how are you tonight?
To mark the arrival of his first ever book,
I've been writing Heart Life music.
He'll share stories with a small group of superfans.
It's my story, how we got here.
It's a live town hall event with Kenny Chesney from Nashville.
On No Shoes Radio.
Hear it anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Hey, football fans, this is Jim Miller.
And I'm Pat Kerwin. Be sure to tune in to Moving the Chains tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern.
We'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for Monday Night Football as the Commanders head to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs.
Plus, we'll talk with Bucs head coach Todd Bowles and Falcons head coach Raheem Morris and keep you updated on the latest injury news.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and on the Sirius XM app.
Welcome back to Cincinnati. The Jets and the Bengals just about set to get underway on a perfect day for football here on the Ohio-Kentucky border as the Jet captains and the Bengals captains walking to midfield. Right now, let's pause to allow our stations to identify themselves on the New York Jets radio network.
This is Matthew Stafford of the Los Angeles Rams. Hear me break down the week in the NFL every Monday night on Let's Go, 6:30 Eastern on SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
Scott Novak is our
Gentlemen,
referee.
there's a coin for today. This is going to be heads. That's tails. There's heads. There's tails. Your choice. Choice is tails. It is tails. Which way you want to kick? New York has won the toss, selected to defer. Cincinnati will receive. Good luck.
So the Jets will kick it to the Bengals. We'll see Joe Flacco, an old Jet, out there to begin, as obviously Joe Burrow on the injured list for Cincinnati. And our first chance to head down to the Jets sideline, check in with Eric Allen.
Gentlemen, Nick Mangold grew up about 45 minutes from here. He was one of the greatest Jets of all time. Dependable, elite, 7 Pro Bowl seasons over the course of 11 years. And he was a character. He planted his flag with this organization, as you were articulating before, Bob. He started with the Jets on Long Island. He moved over with the team to Jersey. And then after he retired, he stayed right down the street. He was a fixture of this organization, a fabric of everything that green and white have done. He will always be a member of the New York Jets family.
Yeah, that's well said. As I talked about before, there are a lot of players that have come through the Jets doors and players that are in the Ring of Honor. And, many play in New York and then return to their hometowns, return to where their family is or where they would like to retire to. Nick Mangold decided that our area was where he wanted to raise his family, and he was a fixture at everything Jets related. And he was one of the good ones. And he will be really missed. So the Jets are going to kick it off. It'll be Austin McNamara out there to kick it deep. Samaje Perine and Charlie Jones are deep to receive. And it is just a perfect day for football here in Cincinnati. Mostly sunny, but kind of that fall feel in the air. Temperatures expected to rise into the upper 50s, low 60s. And the Jets looking for their first win of the season. Of course, 5 of their 7 losses by 1 score. 3 of those losses by 2 points. So they have come close multiple times this season to getting that elusive win. And maybe with Nick Mangold looking down, today will be the day. McNamara set to kick it deep. Jones and Perine to receive. Line drive kick. And this will find Jones far side at the 3-yard line. Out to his left to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. And he spins into some tacklers and gets driven back at about the 23-yard line. So let's get you the Jets starting defense out there for the first time. And it is presented by the New Jersey Lottery. And good to see Quincy Williams back, as he'll be out there at linebacker alongside Jamie Sherwood. Jets look like they're going to open in nickel. Isaiah Oliver trots on the field. So it's the rookie Azareye'h Thomas in for Sauce Gardner one side and Brandon Stevens the other. 3 safeties with Cisco and Malachi Moore on the field as well. Hand off at a cutback lane across the 30 out to about the 32-yard line for Chase Brown. He picks up about 7 yards on first down, and there's the first tackle for Quincy Williams. Of course, Quinnen Williams starting up front with Harrison Phillips. They are the defensive tackles. Jermaine Johnson and Will McDonald are the ends. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Bengals at their own 32-yard line. Empty backfield, 5 wide for the 19-year veteran Joe Flacco in the shotgun. Takes the snap and drops back. Looks left, looks right, throws one over the middle, and it's caught. First down and more. Tanner Hudson, the tight end, runs to the near side out to the 42-yard line. Kiko Mauinoa in on the stop, but it's a Bengals first down.
Every statistical category offensively before Joe Flacco got here was at the bottom of the NFL. Joe has kind of ignited something. The one thing I'd say is this: 92 passes, Bob, the last 2 weeks. A lot of turnover-worthy passes. I know his numbers have been up, and he had 3 touchdown passes last week. But, again, keep things in front of you, and they're going to want to spread it out because Joe doesn't quite know all the plays yet. He said that last week. So, again, if you can get him in those circumstances, you can find yourself with maybe a turnover.
Shotgun again for Flacco. This time the handoff to the near side, a stiff arm. Brown stays inbounds. That gets pounded out by Will McDonald. First contact made by Andre Cisco near the line of scrimmage, but he was able to maintain his balance and pick up a couple of yards.
What obviously, when you have the passing game, Bob, it kind of ignites the run game, right? Chase Brown has been a good back, but just has not played well this season. He's coming off a 108-yard gain. So, again, just understanding it's not just Higgins and Chase on the outside and some of the receivers you have to worry about when you expand yourself to be winning up front. And defensive linemen have to make some tackles today at the line of scrimmage.
Bunch set right. 3 receivers, and now Noah Fant, the tight end, in motion at the near side left. 2nd and 8 near midfield. Flacco looks left, miscommunication. Throws it left, way behind Jamar Chase. He threw the out, and Chase was running a go route down the sideline. So now, at the Bengals' own 43-yard line, it will be 3rd down and 8.
And you're going to have that. Like I said, he's still learning. I mean, it really came in 1 week, started a couple days later, and then obviously last week's game. So, again, Jets can maybe take advantage of some of those miscommunications that happen in this game. But as you go in and you see this spread out look that the defense has to go against here on 3rd down.
Again in the shotgun, Flacco. Perine to his left. Jets bring a blitz. He's back to throw. Slant right. Caught. Jamar Chase. First down. Oliver drags him down, but not before he gets across midfield. Brought down at the 48 of the Jets. Actually, Jarvis Brownlee on the tackle. But a 3rd down conversion on 3rd and 8. That time it looked like Flacco and Jamar Chase were on the same page.
Yeah, and Jamar is a guy they move around quite a bit. He's not just on the outside, which is his primary position. They'll move him inside. Had the trip side. He ran a little bit out and in and underneath route. A lot of quick throws. Get it out of the quarterback's hands. I think Joe feels really comfortable with that. The longer he holds it, the better for the defensive line.
Chase wide left. T. Higgins to the right. Back to throw. Flacco off play action. Looking downfield. Throws a near side crossing route. Another catch by a tight end. This time it's Noah Fant inside the Jet 35. Hammered down at about the 33-yard line by Malachi Moore. But it's another first down for the Bengals.
When you spread it out offensively, and for a team that plays a lot of man-to-man, Bob, you're going to have one-on-one matchups. And we've just seen it now. Jamar Chase has hit, got a pass. The tight end's got the pass. It's been multiple right now, and you have to deal with those individual battles.
Two tight ends, and again, Chase to the near side left, Higgins to the far side right. Flacco under center. Hand off, finding a crease to the 30-yard line. Down inside the 20-yard line is Brown. Ankle tackle by Malachi Moore at the 12. So now it's 1st and 10. Bengals knock it on the door of the end zone. Gain of 22 on the run by Chase Brown down to the Jets 12. It's 1st and 10 for Cincinnati there.
Yeah, Jets had linebackers overshifted to that side. But again, good blocking up to the second level. Once they slid over the motion, it kind of got everybody in a poor position to make the tackle. And again, Brown's able to go untouched for about 10 yards. And again, what are you going to take away from this Bengals offense? It's not prolific, but again, a guy like crafty veteran like Joe Flacco can get it out quick. You got to stop something.
Three receivers. Drew Sample in motion left to right. Flacco back to throw. Looks over the middle. Throws. Tipped ball by Quincy Williams. Incomplete. Underneath coverage on Jamar Chase. It'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 12.
It's a good job, well covered by Quincy Williams. Again, they're not the greatest matchups when you got linebackers versus Jamar Chase, but he is going to find, or at least try to find, those open zone holes. And if you can get there, and Joe Flacco's late, which he double pumped on that pass, you never know when you can get yourself a turnover.
Three receivers to the far side right. Andre Yasoviash is the widest, in motion now from right to left. T. Higgins. Chase in the slot right. Handoff Samaje Perine off right guard. And he is driven back. Jermaine Johnson helps on the stop. Malachi Moore was there as well, and Kiko Maui-Noa. That's a gain of 4 to the Jet 8-yard line. So a big play here. 3rd down and 6. The Jets have bent. They're going to try not to break and see if they can hold to a field goal. 3rd and 6 at the 8. 4.5 minutes gone by on this opening drive for Joe Flacco and the Bengals. Perine to his left in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the wide side left. And now Chase in motion from left to right. Flacco set to take the shotgun snap. He does. He drops back. He looks right. Slant over the middle. Incomplete. Tanner Hudson, the intended receiver. Quincy Williams there in coverage again. So it will be a field goal as Evan McPherson trots on the field. So the Jets get a red zone stop.
Yeah, Tanner Hudson's more of their athletic hybrid tight end. He's lined up in the right slot, and he's one-on-one with Quincy Wilson. And they call it a juke route. He kind of tries to get in, juke in the outside, and then come back on the inside. And he's able to kind of get a step, but good recovery by Williams to really get in there and knock that ball down. Well placed, but good defense by Williams.
McPherson from 26 yards out to try and score the game's first points from the right hash. Out of the hold of Ryan Rico, the punter. The kick is up, and it's down the middle and good. So 10-14 to go first quarter. The Bengals strike first. They lead the Jets 3-0. You are listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Aaron Rodgers faces the team that drafted him, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Freiermuth. Rodgers with the late magic.
Host the Green Bay Packers.
Jacobs up the middle to the end zone.
He crossed that goal line.
Touchdown.
Tonight at 8:20 p.m. Eastern. Catch the national broadcast on NFL Radio Channel 88. The Packers call on Channel 83 or 226. The Steelers call on Channel 85 or 225. In the car and on the Sirius XM app.
The chase for the MLS Cup is on Sirius XM FC.
Messi with a left-footed Shepherd's embrace.
Hear every postseason goal.
Thomas Muller! Oh, what a finish!
Every breathtaking moment. Until a champion is crowned.
Cue the celebrations!
Follow the road to MLS Cup on Sirius XM FC 157 and streaming on the Sirius XM app.
It's time to get hyped for the NBA season on SiriusXM. From the Knicks looking to take control of the East.
The clutch player of the year will not be denied. Jalen Brunson puts the Knicks in front.
To Cooper Flagg's debut in Dallas.
Welcome to the league, Cooper Flagg.
And the Thunder defending its title.
Behind the board, knocks down an 8-foot jumper. SGA has come to play tonight, baby.
You'll hear every game on your radio and the hometown announcers on the SiriusXM app.
Buckle up, Buttercup, as Adam Shine brings unique opinions and passionate sports talk to Shine On Sports.
I'm just giving you some facts.
And hear exclusive interviews with some of the biggest and hottest names across the National Football League.
Sean Payne is nice enough to give us a few minutes.
This show makes me feel like it's Super Bowl time.
My guy, Aaron Rodgers.
The leadership that we have gives you a chance. That's all we can ask for.
Tune in to Shine On Sports. Weekdays at 9 Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 82.
You gotta love sports.
Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Cincinnati. As the Jets about to get the football for the first time. They trail the Bengals 3-0. But a red zone stop on defense, Anthony, is on the script. Joe Flacco went down the field. And maybe once you get the Bengals with the brand new quarterback off the script, the chemistry might change a little bit. Obviously, most teams, the first 12, 15 plays or so are scripted, and you're practicing them all week, but the Jets get a stop inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I agree. Bend, don't break is what you said. And, listen, you may not win a bunch in between the 20s, but you get down to that money zone. If you can tighten it up and hold them to a field goal, it gives your offense an opportunity to, again, get some momentum. And that's what's needed today with this offense. Find a way. We've got a lot of players down. I get it. But you got to find a way to be creative. I think everything's on the table today, Bob, for this offense to try to ignite something against the Bengals.
Kickoff down to Isaiah Williams at the 4, far side left, out across the 20, and nearly scooted through the special teams group for Cincinnati. Got tripped up at the 25, but got out to the 29-yard line. So let's get you the Jets starting offense, presented by Helix Wireless, an official IoT partner of the New York Jets. Olu Fashanu, John Simpson, Josh Myers, Joe Tippmann, Armand Membu. That's the offensive line. Jets will open up with Alan Lazard, Tyler Johnson, both at the wide receiver spots, and Arian Smith. Shotgun for Justin Fields, and now he moves up under center, and now back into the gun. He's got Breece Hall to his left. Mason Taylor is the tight end. Jets at their own 28. First down, Lazard in motion. Toss sweep to the left. Looking for a creases Breece Hall, and he gets hit near the line of scrimmage and moves the pile for about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Cam Taylor-Britt came up and hit him first.
Yeah, did a quick pitch to the far left, and I think you're going to see a lot of this, Bob. When you watch the game last week against the Steelers, they were able to rush for over 100, almost 150 yards with edge runs. And again, this is a copycat league. Anytime you have that, you're going to try to attack the weakness. The one guy that's back, though, we mentioned, is Trey Hendrickson at that left side over Olu Fashanu.
3 receivers, slot right. Shotgun with Williams in motion. Direct quarterback run. Justin Fields to the left, 35. And out of bounds at the Jet 36-yard line, a yard shy of the first down. So that's a 7-yard run as Demetrius Knight bumped him out. But about a 7-yard run or so for Justin Fields on straight quarterback run. And the Jets now line up quickly as they're right back at the line of scrimmage. No huddle. Isaiah Davis to the left of Fields in the shotgun. 3 receivers all bunched right. Isaiah Davis up the middle. Not sure he picked up the first down. He's a half-yard short. He needed to get to the Jet 38. He got halfway between the 37 and the 38. Tackled by Trey Hendrickson, and the Jets, winless, they're going for it on 4th and 1 inside their own 40-yard line on their opening possession.
Yeah, it's less than a yard, half a yard here. And again, offensive line's got to step up and find a way on the road, noisy environment. Get the knuckles lined up and push these guys off the ball.
Well, Cincinnati's defense at the bottom of the league in just about every major category. They're 27th against the run. Justin Fields under center. It might be quarterback sneak. Now a change of the play. 4th and 1 at their own 37. Toss to the right. Breece Hall, nowhere to go. He'll get caught behind the line of scrimmage and brought down at the 35-yard line of the Jets. He lost 2 yards. So the Jets on their opening possession turn it over on downs at their own 35. Barrett Carter made the stop for Cincinnati. It looked like it was going to be quarterback sneak, Anthony, and then off of whatever the look was, Justin Fields checked out of it to that toss to Breece Hall, and the Bengals were ready.
Yeah, half a yard, Bob, right? If it's 4th and 2, you tack the edges, you keep the defense off their heels. But again, that's a situation where maybe you just kind of push that situation and get the first down. Again, they had an audible there, so it was a check on 4th and extra short, and they weren't able to get it.
We haven't seen the tush push from the Jets, and you would think they would have tush push personnel With a guy like Justin Fields at quarterback, that would have seemed like the perfect spot for it. But the Jets can't convert on fourth down. At 0-7, I guess Aaron Glenn figures, why not roll the dice, trust your team at the 37-yard line. But they lost 2.5 yards. So Chase Brown now the lone setback. Noah Fant in motion left to right. Two tight ends both set right. Flacco under center. Takes the snap. Play action. Back to throw. Rolls right. Throws right. Caught right flat. Noah Fant down the sideline. First down. Doorstep of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the Jet 19-yard line. Malachi Moore ran him out. But that's a gain of about 17 yards. As just like that, one snap, and the Bengals with a 3-0 lead are in the red zone as we approach the midway point of the first quarter.
And when you get a couple burst runs by your back like Chase Brown did the last series, you got to honor it. And we have some very fast-flowing linebackers. You got a safety deep down inside. You really have to have great eyes. So, again, just having that subtle pause and making sure you see what the action is.
3 receivers left. T. Higgins solo right. Wide receiver screen to Jamar Chase, the 20-yard line. And a good tackle by Brandon Stevens. One-on-one inside the 15-yard line at the Jet 13. Still good enough to pick up about 5 yards as we check in with Eric Allen.
Guys, the Jets got to force another field goal attempt here. Quincy Williams back in the lineup, did a nice job in the red zone on that last drive. He said, listen, it felt like I was in detention while everybody else was out at recess. While he's out there playing today, making a difference.
They defended 2 passes inside the 10-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 4 at the Jet 13. Yossi in motion. Flacco with a handoff. Brown up the middle. And the Jets clog the middle and limit him to a gain of about 3. Harrison Phillips got him around the ankles after a gain of a couple. So they'll put the ball at the Jet 11-yard line. Anthony, here's another big 3rd down in the red zone.
Yeah, and they got P. Ryan coming into the game, a little bit of a thicker back, 240 pounds. But again, can you hold off? Defense has to answer here because of that 4th down stop by the Bengals. See if they can get, hold them here on 3rd short.
Shotgun for Flacco, 3rd and 2.5 at the Jet 11. P. Ryan flexes out to the near side left. Hand signals now, a check for Flacco. Play clock down to 4. Takes the snap. Handoff P-Ryan. Right up the middle. He finds a lane. Breaks a tackle at the 5. Spins at the goal line. He's short. Jermaine Johnson helped save a touchdown. But it's 1st and goal inside the 1 on the spinning, breaking tackle run by Samaje P-Ryan.
Yeah, again, tough guy to bring down. He is going to be short here. But, nice little play design. They kind of had him in the backfield. Then they kind of moved him out in like the back slot, like 5 yards off the line. Then they bring him back in. So, again, they're just trying to, locate, let Joe kind of pick it out, what he wants to do with an audible there and make a big play.
P-Ryan stays in the game. 2 tight ends. Higgins wide right, Chase wide left. 1st and goal inside the 1. Flacco, tush push, gets a shove from behind, and Joe Flacco is into the end zone, a quarterback sneak for a Bengals touchdown. So the Jets turn it over on downs, and on that turnover, the Bengals have 6 on the board, possibly 7. 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. They extend their lead.
Yeah, you talk a tush push, and it really was a nice design. They had the tight end go in motion. He just stops behind Joe. It's a half a yard, right, Bob? And they just push him from the behind. And, again, it's easy to get. It's easy to go through, and it was able to get themselves a touchdown.
Exactly what we were wondering, why the Jets didn't run a similar play for Justin Fields on 4th down and 1 that set up the short field for the Bengals. McPherson, point after attempt. Perfect. Down the middle. So 5:35 to go first quarter. It's the Bengals 10 and the Jets nothing. You are listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Sometimes you only get one look at greatness. After all, there's only one Joe Namath, only one Curtis Martin, and only one Kevin Mawai. There's only one Lombardi trophy, only one case of Super Bowl rings, and only one Hall of Fame gallery that houses the bronze bust of each Hall of Famer. And they all live in one place, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, where one look at greatness lives forever. Ignite the passion, relive the glory. Book your visit now at ProFootballHOF.com.
The more Orbit Podcast Network is on the SiriusXM app.
Spoiler alert. It's a spooky situation.
Find everything from dark, funny true crime stories
Next stop, the creepy trail.
to horror movie deep dives
From Texas Chainsaw 2006 to Freddy vs. Jason.
and spine-tingling supernatural tales.
This week's headline, Buried Alive.
Plus, get ad-free access to new episodes of the pod that started it all. Just search Orbit in the SiriusXM app.
Nobody brings you the excitement of Formula One racing like SiriusXM. All the thrills of a worldwide championship chase.
Piastri applying the pressure. Verstappen off the track. Piastri takes the lead.
Plus comprehensive pre- and post-race coverage.
The tenacity to hold on the way he did under that pressure, that's top draw.
The F1 season rolls on Sunday afternoon at the Mexico Grand Prix. Live pre-race coverage begins at 3 Eastern, followed by Lights Out Racing in Mexico City at 4 Eastern on ESPN Extra, Channel 81, and the SiriusXM app.
Hey, football fans, Jeff Foxworthy here.
And I'm Larry the Cable Guy. Jeff, we ought to tell folks about our very own comedy channel.
That's right, folks. When you're done listening to the game, hop on over to Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup.
We even host our own show, like Larry the Cable Guy and the Fun Bunch.
And my show, A Comic Mind with Jeff Foxworthy.
It's great American comedy 24/7.
That's Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup, SiriusXM Channel 97. Or listen to us anytime on the SiriusXM app.
The New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism invites you to be wowed in New Jersey. From big American dreams to soaring and exploring, relaxing spas to tranquil hiking. It's one wow after another after another. Find your wow at visitnj.org. Bob Wischusen, Anthony Becht. We're in the Dime Community Bank radio booth. We've got your bank as the Jets about to get the football back, but they find themselves very quickly in a two-score hole. 10-0 Cincinnati as the Bengals take the short field, go 35 yards in all for a touchdown. Joe Flacco caps the drive with a tush-push quarterback sneak. And now Evan McPherson has the ball teed up again. Khalil Herbert to the near side right. Isaiah Williams to the far side left at the 2-yard line deep to receive. McPherson with the soft end over end line drive. Williams at the 2. Right up the middle of the field. Now cuts left to the 10 to the 15, 20, and gets pounded at about the 24-yard line. Forward progress to the 25. So that's where the Jets will start this position. So second possession, and it looks like largely the same personnel on the field for the Jets to start this possession. Isaiah Davis actually out there rather than Breece Hall as the tailback.
Well, Bob, we talked about the quarterback getting involved in the run. They had a nice, I think, 7 or 8 yard run with the lead back leading the quarterback around the side. And I just think today it's very difficult to cover the quarterback running back exchange. You just got to read it out and make the most of it when those opportunities come.
Isaiah Davis and Breece Hall both on the field. Davis in motion to the right, back to throw. Justin Fields screen right, caught. Breece Hall has a crease across the 30 out to the 35, 36-yard line for a Jet first down. We've been wondering about the screen game to Breece Hall, and if we would see more of it. We just saw it there, Anthony, for a gain of 11.
Yeah, it's a good job, too, blocking on the outside by Tyler Johnson. But, man, isn't it pretty to see Breece Hall in space? I mean, those are the kind of things, man, that just make you a dangerous offense, and that's a player that can change the game when you get the ball out in the open.
He is one of those guys that makes it look easy at times. He's the lone setback. Toss to the left. Breece Hall with a stiff arm. Another gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage and goes down. It'll be 2nd down and 10. He broke one tackle but could not get away from a second as Cam Taylor-Britt brought him down.
And I mentioned the edge, right? Running edge runs, and it's a copycat league. But what's the other team, Bob, doing during the week? They're getting scolded by their coaches saying, we can't let up anything on the edge this week, and we got to get better. So, again, having that, blocking up those formations, making sure you've got a hat on a hat to make sure those runs can go.
Actually, DJ Turner brought him down, a loss of a yard, actually. So it's 2nd and 11. Jets at their own 35. Handoff Davis. And he is wrapped up near the line of scrimmage. He might have gotten a yard and a half. Another tackle for the Clemson rookie Barrett Carter. So after a pretty screen, get the ball in space to Breece Hall on the first play of this drive, They picked up 11. The next 2 plays net a yard. 3rd down and 9.
You know, Barrett Carter's the Mike linebacker, Bob. If you're going to have an inside run, you got to have a double team to the Mike backer. He's unblocked. That guy's getting paid to make every tackle in between the guards.
Lazard wide left. Isaiah Williams slot left. To the near side right is Tyler Johnson. Fields in the shotgun, back to throw. Screen left, caught. Isaiah Davis. He's got nowhere to go. No blockers in front. Barrett Carter came over and hit him first, and he had help from DJ Turner. And it was no gain on that screen to Isaiah Davis. So the Jets will have to punt it away. 3:20 to go in the opening quarter, and they're down 10-0.
Had something going there, and they get the ball cleanly outside the Davis, but John Simpson gets out there a little bit too much and too fast. And when you go against them little guys, you got to break down, kind of gets the Olay by one of the players, comes underneath, and makes what a good play turn into a bad play.
Austin McNamara kicks it away. Wobbly spiral and short. Charlie Jones up against the sideline with a fair catch at the 25-yard line of Cincinnati. So that punt looked like it got hung up in the wind a bit. Pretty good field position for the Bengals with a 10-0 lead. 2:54 to go in the opening quarter. You are listening to the New York Jets Radio Network on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Shh, it's okay. Daddy's here. Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. Josh Allen beat Daddy's team and really went off. When the game ends, Daddy's ranking will fall. And Jerkface Bill will win Fantasy League trophy and all.
Hun, have a Snickers.
Thanks.
And maybe take a break from the league chat.
You're distracted when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Fall is in the air, and it's the perfect time to cozy up your home with quality paints and stains from Benjamin Moore. Visit your local Rings End and receive expert advice on over 3,500 Benjamin Moore Regal Select colors. Benjamin Moore's Regal Select can elevate your home interior with unmatched performance, achieving the style of your dreams. Don't wait to start your next project. Visit a Rings End near you, and let's bring your inspiration to life.
Catchy tune, right? But don't let the urge to sing along distract you from the truck drifting towards your lane. Or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you. And Hyundai has over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. Because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you one way. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson SE for $209 a month. Or get 0% APR for 60 months plus 0 payments for 90 days. Offers end November 3rd. Call 347-746-0955 for details.
Injured. Hire Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of the New York Jets. Visit forthepeople.com or dial #law. Morgan & Morgan for the people. 1st and 10 Bengals at their own 25-yard line. And television not back from break. Bengals were at the line of scrimmage, now being called back in the huddle. They have the 10-0 lead. 1st and 10 with a wide receiver bunched tight to either side. And Joe Flacco under center. Toss sweep to the near side left. Chase Brown, nowhere to go. Quincy Williams comes flying through to make a tackle for loss. Back to about the 20-yard line, a loss of 5.
I mean, vintage Quincy Williams, right? I mean, you know, pink gloves, pink shoes, and just nobody touches him. I mean, the guy just flies through the second level and just makes a great tackle. I mean, the guy is just pure speed, and that is a vintage tackle there for a big loss.
2nd and 15. The Bengals back to their own 20-yard line. Pirine back in the game. Flacco in the shotgun. And in motion from right to left goes Noah Fant. He takes the snap. The Jets rush 4. Flacco under some pressure. Rolling right. Throws a check down out of the backfield to Pirine. And he ends up getting 6 yards. Quincy Williams made the stop. But Pirine bailed out his quarterback. A little bit of schoolyard football there.
Yeah, and we really didn't have that edge there secure. We did a little bit of a game, and no one popped out. Joe, again, not the fastest guy, but he's able to kind of occupy space and make more time for himself, and Perine just becomes available, and they're able to get some of those yardage plays back.
So now 3rd down and 9 for the Bengals at their own 26-yard line. In motion from right to left, Tanner Hudson, the tight end. Bunch set left, 3 receivers. T. Higgins solo right. Back to throw Flacco. Jets bring a blitz. Slant right. Almost intercepted. Intended for Jamar Chase. Andre Sisco had a chance at an interception playing behind Chase on the slant. So the Jets get a 3-and-out stop. And what was it set up by, Anthony? On 1st down, a 5-yard loss, tackle for loss from Quincy Williams.
And it's huge, and it did make a difference. It put the pressure on him, and Azaria did a nice job in coverage there. I mean, again, this is not an easy task with Higgins and Chase, but, man, he looked good there. You know, you're going to get those one-on-one matchups. You have to find a way to make a play, and that's just great coverage and making the throw difficult for Joe Flacco.
Ryan Rico to punt. Isaiah Williams deep to receive. Soaring, spiraling kick, driving Williams all the way back to the Jet 9-yard line left side. He runs left to the 20, across the 25, and gets back some real estate. But the Jets will have the ball down 10-0 at their own 25-yard line, maybe their 26 when we come back. 1:16 to go first quarter. It's the Bengals 10 and the Jets nothing. You're listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Conan O'Brien here. Sure, it's football season. When the game's over, I want you to check out my 24/7 station, Conan O'Brien Radio. We're going no huddle. We're cracking jokes, throwing deep cuts, blitzing boredom. No pads, no playbooks. Just a Hail Mary of hilarity. We play my podcast, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, stand-up and interview clips from my many years at late night, a live call-in show hosted by Andy Richter, and a whole lot more. Conan O'Brien Radio Channel 104, or anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Add some ghoulish grooves to your Monster Mash. With the ultimate Halloween party mix. This is Halloween. The Freaky 50. A spooky selection of songs to make you shudder and dance. Find the Freaky 50 along with many more Halloween specials in the SiriusXM app. Just search Halloween.
Now through October 31st, SiriusXM is giving away a pair of tickets to every MLB postseason game through the World Series. Listen to MLB Network Radio for the clues to be the first caller to correctly name the postseason hero. You'll receive a pair of tickets to an MLB postseason game. MLB Network Radio has your chance to win on SiriusXM 89 in the SiriusXM app. No transportation will be included in connection with these prizes. For full contest information and official rules, visit SiriusXM.com/MLB Postseason Heroes 2025. No purchase necessary. Open only to current SiriusXM subscribers prior to September 19th. Must be a U.S. resident over the age of 18.
This, my friends, is a game for the ages.
Sports are all about moments.
Swinging a fly ball, left field and deep, a Springer, dinger!
And you can hear them all.
That is the best moment in sports I have ever seen.
As they happen.
Shohei Ohtani, the stuff of legend!
Live in the moment.
It's so good, we must be dreaming!
With live sports on SiriusXM and the SiriusXM app.
This game has had it all.
There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Today's game partner, by the way, is Paramount Plus. Count on Sundays all season long with the NFL on CBS.
Number 61 of the offense reporting is eligible. Number 61.
All right, thanks a lot to Scott Novak. Just wrecked my read. Got to do that one again for Paramount Plus. Extra offensive linemen on the field. As you could hear, 6 offensive linemen play action. Back to throw, Justin Fields. Throws one over the middle. Turning upfield is Andrew Beck. He's got 9 yards out to the 35-yard line. Again, a reminder. Today's game day partner is Paramount Plus. Count on Sundays all season long with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Number 61 of the offense is reporting is eligible. Number 61.
Nice job, Scott Novak. That was well produced. He waited until the read was over before letting you know that Max Mitchell is still out there. 2nd down and 1. 6 offensive linemen for the Jets at their own 35. I formation. Breece Hall, the I back. Takes the handoff, runs right, first step. Got to about the 38-yard line. Jordan Battle made the stop, but the Jets have another first down courtesy of Breece Hall. They're down 10-0. Might take us to the end of the first quarter. We'll see.
Number 61 of the offense reporting as off. Number 61.
All right. I mean, as long as Max Mitchell stays in the game, can we just take it for granted that he's reporting as eligible? 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Under center, 1st and 10 at their own 38. Hard count for Fields. Holding their water are the Cincinnati Bengals. The Jets can't get them to jump.
Of the first quarter.
And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. So the Jets have a first down at their own 38 when we come back to begin the second quarter. But they trailed the Bengals 10-0 after 1 quarter of play. You're listening to the New York Jets Radio Network on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Catchy tune, right? But don't let the urge to sing along distract you from the truck drifting towards your lane. Or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you. And Hyundai has over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. Because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't
get you one way or another.
IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson SE for $209 a month. Or get 0% APR for 60 months plus 0 payments for 90 days. Offers end November 3rd. Call 347-746-0955 for details.
The New York Structural Steel Painting Contracting Association, along with our local 806 partners, work hard to ensure New York City's bridges, roads, and rails are safe, beautiful, and ready for the future. Every day you see subway stops, bridges, highway ramps, and steel structures restored and painted by us. We're New York Structural Steel Painting Contracting Association, adding a little color to the Big Apple. To learn more about our association and career opportunities, visit nyspca.net. That's nyspca.net.
Hey guys, it's Ken, and like me, I want you to take charge of your health. I've partnered with Dr. Puma and Sorin Medical and got the quick, easy, and affordable 3-minute Sorin heart scan. I got my results right away, and they accept insurance. Dr. Puma and his team educated me on the importance of early heart health screenings, especially for men at our age, to take preventative steps and live longer. Please do the same thing for yourself. Dial pound 250 and say live longer, and learn more at SorinMedicalNY.com.
Jets football presented by the New Jersey Turnpike Authority. Start of the second quarter. Bob Wischusen, Anthony Becht. We are live in the Dime Community Bank radio booth. We've got your bank. And the Jets have a first down at their own 38. But they trailed 10-0. Biggest swing of momentum in the first quarter. The Jets going for it on their opening possession inside their own 40-yard line and not getting a first down. And the Bengals created a short field touchdown. So now Justin Fields under center. Jet sweep to the near side left. Isaiah Williams has room to the 45-50. Gets a block inside the 40-yard line of Cincinnati before he's finally brought down. The speed of Isaiah Williams on the jet sweep to the 37-yard line of the Bengals. And we already have our powered-up play, courtesy of NJBPU, providing you the tools you need to save money on energy costs. That's what NJBPU does. Take the next step to secure short and long-term bill savings. Visit nj.gov/BPU, a gain of 25. So a couple of receivers stacked left. Pistol formation for Justin Fields. Breece Hall just behind. Tyler Johnson in motion. Fields back to throw. Swing pass right. Caught Breece Hall. Tries a cutback and gets wrapped up by Demetrius Knight in the flat. Picks up about 3. But boy, that jet sweep for 25 yards to set the Jets up. To Isaiah Williams, Anthony, that was a pretty play.
Yeah, it was a great play call. I mean, him and a guy like Aaron Smith, anytime you get the guys with speed and space, and what they can do is when they went from right to left, they just get the tight end and just go out with him. They don't block the edge defender because they put him in conflict. He can't make a decision, get a tight end making a nice block of Mason Taylor, and you get a big open hole for a big play.
3 receivers left. Now Tyler Johnson motions left to right. 2nd and 7 at the Bengals 34. Handoff. And off right guard, Breece Hall powers his way to about the 30. So he's got 4 yards. That makes it 3rd down and 3. at the Cincinnati 30-yard line. A minute and a half gone by, second quarter, and the Jets down 10-0.
Yeah, really nice drive right now. And again, the things that help this being successful, Bob, are the 2 first down plays, the big jet sweep, and you also had a nice play as well to start the drive. Those things are going to be crucial for the Jets to have the success that they're having now moving the football.
Lazard wide right, Mason Taylor to the near side left. He motions left to right. 2 inline tight ends now. Isaiah Davis to Fields left, takes the handoff, runs left, and he's close to a first down. It looks like he's about a yard shy. And Breece Hall's coming back on the field. B.J. Hill made the stop. So we're back to the same spot that the Jets were in on their opening drive, and now Nick Folk comes out. So rather than going for it on 4th and 1 at the Cincinnati 28-yard line, the Jets are going to opt to try to score points here, and it'll be a 46-yard field goal attempt from the near side left hash for Nick Folk, who hasn't missed this year. He's 14 for 14. Out of the hold of McNamara. The snap clean, the placement down, the kick is on the way, and it is inside the right upright and good for Nick Folk. He stays perfect, 15 of 15, and the Jets are on the board. 12-12 to go in the first half. It's now the Bengals 10 and the Jets 3. You're listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Hey, football fans, this is Jim Miller.
And I'm Pat Kerwin. Be sure to tune in to Moving the Chains tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern.
We'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for Monday Night Football as the Commanders head to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs.
Plus, we'll talk with Bucs head coach Todd Bowles and Falcons head coach Raheem Morris and keep you updated on the latest injury news.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and on the Sirius XM app.
That is the best moment in sports I have ever seen.
The World Series is on Sirius XM. The Toronto Blue Jays.
A Springer dinger.
The LA Dodgers.
Shohei Ohtani, 1 of 1.
Before and after every game, MLB Network Radio's experts bring you closer to the action.
George Springer. This team's worked so hard.
Hear the hometown announcers on the Sirius XM app. Pre-game coverage of Game 3 of the World Series tomorrow at 5 Eastern on Channel 89.
Aaron Rodgers faces the team that drafted him when the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown Freiermuth. Rodgers with the late magic.
Host the Green Bay Packers.
Jacobs up the middle to the end zone. He's that goal line. Touchdown.
Tonight at 8:20 p.m. Eastern. Catch the national broadcast on NFL Radio Channel 88. The Packers call on Channel 83 or 226. The Steelers call on Channel 85 or 225. In the car and on the Sirius XM app. Previously on The Starter with Taylor Zarzour.
Tommy Fleetwood is the winner of the Tour Championship.
Now that the guy has gotten the American victory off of his back, I certainly think the sky's the limit for him in 2026. You know, you would think that a major championship victory would be next for Tommy. That's what's next on the list for him.
Listen to The Starter, weekday morning starting at 7 a.m. Eastern on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
The New York Structural Steel Painting Contractors Association, painting and repairing bridges and steel structures around New York for over 50 years. The Jets get on the board. It's a scoring drive courtesy of Hyundai. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. But 4th and 1 inside the 30-yard line, and that time, Anthony, the Jets opt not to go for it, settle for the field goal.
Yeah, you know, I think you got to come away with something. I mean, it's a really good drive. And, again, you're always thinking about momentum, 3rd and 1s, 4th and 1s, whatever that may be, and you just got stopped. So you just want to make sure you get a positive out of what that drive has been. And again, if you get a hold here on defense, you get the ball back, you got some momentum going into the next drive.
In television right now airing a moment for Nick Mangold on this, the day after one of the all-time great Jets and one of the all-time friends of the organization. His passing was announced this morning. And so we are sending every good thought and prayer to his wife and 4 children and all of his friends and family, and we count ourselves among that group. Kickoff from Folk down to Charlie Jones, the 5-yard line. Runs right to the 20-yard line, turns the corner at the 25, gets to the 30 before he's forced out by Azareye'h Thomas. So it will be pretty good field position for the Bengals at their own 30. 12:04 to go in the first half. And the Bengals have the 10-3 lead. They break the huddle with T. Higgins stacked left with Iosivas. To the near side right is Jamar Chase. Now Higgins splits out a little wider to the far side left. Back to throw off play action. Flacco fires one right sideline on time to Jamar Chase. The down and out in front of A.Z. Thomas for a first down. Out to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 17.
They kind of get Joe Flacco not really rolling out of the pocket, but they kind of nestle him to the right side. And again, you got to find a way to get him off point. If you give Joe time and he can see things happen with two guys named Chase and Higgins, that's going to be a problem, especially with comeback routes, which take the most time of any route that offensive has.
Now T. Higgins split to the near side right with Azareye'h Thomas on him. Wide receiver screen to the left instead to Jamar Chase. Bobs and weaves. Michael Clemens catches him from behind at the Jet 45. He falls to the 44, but he's got 8 yards on first down. Four minutes gone by, second quarter. The Bengals with a touchdown lead and they're driving. 2nd down and 2 at the Jet 44. Mitch Tinsley in the slot left, wide left Jamar Chase. Wide to the near side right is T. Higgins. Under center Flacco, I formation, and a rollout to the right. Looks right, throws a bomb down the right side for Higgins. He's got it at the 5, into the end zone for a Bengals touchdown. One-on-one with the rookie Azareye'h Thomas, and T. Higgins got behind AZ, and it was right on target from Joe Flacco.
Yeah, this isn't an easy assignment. You know, as I watch Azareye'h in that moment, he's with T. Higgins the whole way. He actually looks back, but Bobby looks back just a little bit early. And what happens is the ball's still in the air. T. Higgins is still pumping his arm and gaining that separation. And then at that moment, he's able to adjust to the football. And Azareye'h doesn't know where the football is. And you just said it. Joe Flacco put a really nice ball out there, and that makes all the difference.
McPherson's extra point is good. That's a tough assignment, as you said, for A.Z. Thomas. But what's that old saying about a wide receiver, especially in the NFL? If he's even, he's leaving. And he got even with Azareye'h Thomas. And then slightly enough behind. Perfect pass from Joe Flacco. And a Bengals touchdown. So with 10:45 to go in the second quarter, it's now Cincinnati 17 and the Jets 3. You're listening to the New York Jets Radio Network on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
This year's senior class is back at homecoming, reunited and protected with mNEXSpike, the new COVID-19 vaccine from Moderna for adults 65 and older. That's because these seniors know they face the highest risk of severe COVID. mNEXSpike, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA, is a COVID-19 vaccine for people 65 and older and for 12 to 64-year-olds at high risk for severe COVID. You shouldn't get mNEXSpike if you've had an allergic reaction to a previous Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Rare cases of inflammation of the heart muscle and outer lining have been reported. Common side effects include pain at the injection site, tiredness, headache, muscle or joint pain, chills, nausea, vomiting, and underarm swelling or soreness. mNEXSpike may not protect everyone. This year's senior class came ready with a COVID-19 vaccine that helps them keep showing up. mNEXSpike from Moderna, here for the senior class. Visit mnexspike.com to schedule your vaccine today. That's mnexspike.com.
Catchy tune, right? But don't let the urge to sing along distract you from the truck drifting towards your lane. Or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you. And Hyundai has over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. Because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't
Get you one way or another.
IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson SE for $209 a month, or get 0% APR for 60 months plus 0 payments for 90 days. Offers end November 3rd. Call 347-746-0955 for details.
Jets about to get the football back. They're down 17-3. While we have an opportunity, let's get you the first half scoreboard, brought to you by Crown Royal, unofficial whiskey sponsor of the New York Jets. Other second quarter scores: Philadelphia doubling up the Giants 14-7. Cleveland leading New England 7-6. And Foxborough. It's Buffalo on top of Carolina 6-3. That game in Charlotte. Baltimore at home. Once again without Lamar Jackson. They've got a 7-6 lead on the Bears. And the Dolphins lead the Falcons 7-3 midway through the second quarter in Atlanta. McPherson line drive kick. Far side right. Isaiah Williams to the 10 to the 15. Cuts it left at the 20. Breaks a tackle, but can't get away from the gang tackling group as he's thrown down at about the Jet 21-yard line. So the Jets will start at their own 22. It appears 10:37 to go second quarter. This feels like a possession, Anthony, that needs to result in 7 to get them back in this game. The crowd in it, obviously, here in Cincinnati. They're down by 2 touchdowns. It feels like more because they've struggled so much offensively, but if they can put a drive together, they also start the third quarter with the football. In motion from left to right goes Alan Lazard. Shotgun for Justin Fields. Zone read. Handoff up the middle. Breece Hall breaks it right. He's close to a first down. I think he's got it. Out to the 32-yard line. Geno Stone made the tackle for Cincinnati, but Breece Hall has 10 yards.
And that's been the key, right? First down. Winning on first down. You move the sticks there. Take some of the pressure off. And again, it's been with the running game. You saw a jet sweep. You see Breece Hall. You saw Justin Fields earlier in the football game. All those things have been nice runs and big plays for this offense.
Brandon Smith wide right. He's in the lineup today in the absence of Garrett Wilson and Josh Reynolds. Play action bootleg out to the right. Justin Fields will run to the 30, to the 35. Cruises out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So he's got about 4 yards on first down. Let's go down to Eric Allen.
You guys are right. The Jets are experimenting with the personnel packages. You got Isaiah Williams out here and some offensive personnel sets. Brandon Smith as well. We're seeing Andrew Beck, the fullback, getting involved. They're trying a little bit of everything right now and seeing what works.
They haven't been able to score touchdowns, and they don't have Garrett Wilson. So, right, give everyone a chance and see who produces. Shotgun for Fields. Breece Hall to his left. 2nd and 6. Jets at their own 36. Fields takes the snap. Again, the zone read. Another handoff to Breece Hall, and he powers his way right, about a half-yard shy of a first down. But, Anthony, you've said it over and over again. Or just get that first down to begin a drive, and it seems like it gets an offense going.
It's so critical. And I'd love to see us get just an extra yard so we're not in 3rd and 1 5 times in this game as well, man. You just got to find ways to hold on and finish to get across that line. But, hey, look, the Jets got to work it. They're really working through their 3rd and short offense right now because they've had about 3 or 4 plays in this situation.
Arian Smith wide right, the lone receiver. Fields under center. 3 tight ends, 3rd down and 1. And there's the quarterback sneak, and there's the first down. Probably what they should have done on the 4th down play in the first quarter, as Justin Fields picked that one up pretty effortlessly as he just got behind Armand Membu and Joe Tippmann and picks up the first.
Yeah, it's a good job up front. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on the interior offensive line. The guys over you, the D tackles, they know it's there. They know it's coming. B.J. Hill, Slayton, these guys up front for Cincinnati. So, again, you've got to come off the football in a loud environment. It's a good job. It's easier said than done, but they get the yard they need.
Isaiah Davis now in as the lone setback. 2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers left. Play action. Back to throw his Fields. Looks over the middle. Fires one. He's got a crosser. It's Tyler Johnson. Inside the 35, inside the 30. Dragging tacklers inside the 25. Hash marks on the right-hand side. All the way down to the Bengals' 23-yard line for Tyler Johnson. Geno Stone eventually wrestled him down. That's a 34-yard gain.
I love it, and it's all set by Arian Smith, who's on the inside running basically a street go route, Bob, through the middle. And what that does is it pulls the safety away, it expands the outside corner, and then bending inside Tyler Johnson, and that happens because of a good running attack, which the Jets have shown today.
Fields under center. Arian Smith motions into the slot left. Isaiah Davis, the lone setback at the 23 of Cincinnati. Handoff Davis. And he's down to about the 19, maybe the 18-yard line, so the Jets are in the red zone. Presented by the New York Lottery. That's 5 yards on first down before Logan Wilson made the stop.
Yeah, that's huge. And again, this is a trend right now. This is something right now that the Jets offense has leaned on, and it's been heavily the run game. When the Bengals know, hey, this is what the Jets are going to do, we got to man up, and the Jets are finding a way to get those big plays. And now the playbook opens up, and you're staying ahead of script. It make it easier for Tanner Engstrom to call some good plays.
Breece Hall now the lone setback. Jet sweep motion, Arian Smith. Play action, bootleg out to the right. Justin Fields tucks it under at the 20 and races out of bounds at about the 16-yard line of Cincinnati. So now it will be 3rd down and 3 at the Bengals 16. Again, it is 17-3 Bengals. 6.5 minutes to go before halftime. This might be 4-down territory. Who knows? A lot has to do with what happens on this play. Lazard wide right. 2 receivers stacked left, Tyler Johnson and Arian Smith. Mason Taylor motions in the backfield. Shotgun for Justin Fields. At the 16 of Cincinnati. Handoff, Breece Hall dives left. He won't get there. Once again, the zone read, and they keyed on Breece Hall that time. Jordan Battle made the stop. 4th down and 2 at the Bengals 15, and Jeremy Ruckert runs on the field. They'll go for it.
Yeah, I think I like this call here. I mean, if you're going to run that play, you're obviously thinking that in the back of your mind. Nick Folk was coming out on the field, but Aaron's going to trust it. Now you give the confidence to your offense, who's done some good things there the last few drives, to see if they can come over and convert a tough 4th down.
Wide right, Lazard. Slot right, Tyler Johnson. 2 tight ends left. Shotgun for Fields. 4th and 2 at the Bengals 15. Bengals show blitz. Fields back to throw. Looks right. Lobs one. Right side of the end zone. Caught. Tyler Johnson. That's a Jet touchdown. Oh, Justin Fields with perfect touch on that pass to Tyler Johnson. A 15-yard touchdown on 4th down. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game again.
You know, Bob, Justin Fields, you can say what you want. I'll tell you this. Jordan Battle comes off the edge, the defensive back, and hits his arm here as he's about to throw it, and he's able to get the touch over and drop a dime into Tyler Johnson. So again, man, it wasn't just an easy throw and catch. It was battling the guy in front of your face, hitting your arm, and still having the trajectory to get the big play.
The extra point for Nick Folk is good. And it's 17-10 Bengals with 5:18 to go. As the Jets put together a 9-play, 78-yard touchdown drive. Brought to you by Hyundai. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Jets within 7 with 5:18 to go in the first half. You're listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Let's talk wrestling, past, present, and the future. Hey, it's the coach here. If you live, breathe, eat wrestling like I do, you got to check out Off the Ropes on Sirius XM.
What?
Off the Ropes, your front row seat to everything happening in pro wrestling, the hottest stories, unforgettable interviews, and a rotating crew of insiders who've been in the ring and behind the curtain. You won't get this kind of access anywhere else. Catch us weekdays, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 on Sirius XM, channel 156.
Sirius XM College Sports Radio has everything a college football fan needs.
They're not gonna get him! Touchdown!
Get ready for game day with our roster of experts, including Chris Childers.
There's nothing that we have in this world like college football. It's the greatest thing we have.
Plus, get insider access with exclusive interviews.
Georgia head coach Kirby Smart joining us.
Ryan Day, head coach of Ohio State.
Catch it all on College Sports Radio, channel 84 in your car, and on the Sirius XM app.
Baseball's postseason is here, and nobody brings you closer to all the action leading up to the Fall Classic like MLB Network Radio.
Holy smokes!
Start your day with Steve Phillips, Eduardo Perez, and Xavier Scruggs at 7 Eastern on the leadoff spot.
There's something special going on there.
Followed by Mike Farron and former GM Jim Duquette on Power Alley at 10.
They woke up a sleeping dog.
Weekdays at 2 Eastern, Ryan Spielborgs, CJ Nitkowski, Kevin Franson, and a cast of former big leaguers on Loud Outs.
The excitement level takes it to that next step.
Plus, nightly recaps of all the action with the Round Trip Roundup.
Oh my, off the face of the third deck.
Exclusive on-site pregame shows from the League Championship Series and the World Series. Don't miss a pitch of the excitement on Sirius XM and hear your hometown announcers wherever you are. MLB Network Radio. Baseball talk for the baseball fan. Hear it on Sirius XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
Rely on.
Satisfy your halftime hunger with Snickers this NFL season. Visit Snickers.com/halftime for a chance to win a trip to Super Bowl 60 as we pause to allow our stations to identify themselves on the New York Jets radio network.
This is Max Crosby of the Las Vegas Raiders. Hear me every Monday night on Let's Go at 6:30 Eastern on Sirius XM NFL Radio, channel 88.
So Nick Folk has it teed up. Jones and Perine deep to receive inside their own 5-yard line as the Jets have their first touchdown since October 5th when they played the Cowboys. High end over end kick to the far side left, and this will get into the end zone, allowing Jones to take a knee and bring it out to the 35. Earlier we saw Austin McNamara with a punt in the opposite direction, Anthony, that only went about 40 yards. 38, as a matter of fact, and all. So the wind obviously is affecting the football right there because Nick Folk normally has great touch, but he reached the end zone with that kickoff in the opposite direction. 1st and 10 Bengals at their own 35. Joe Flacco under center. Chase Brown the lone setback. Wide receiver screen caught by Chase one-on-one. And he is grabbed around the ankles by A.Z. Thomas, but he gets out close to the 40-yard line before he goes down. See where they mark it. Looks like they'll mark it just shy of the Bengals 42. So that's 7 yards on first down.
Yeah, man, that's a nice one-on-one tackle. I mean, you know, if you're going to have you can't be pressed, right, versus Higgins and these guys. But when they do catch it quick, they're going to take advantage of it. And you got to make an open field tackle. So AZ does a nice job of getting them down, even though they got that gain. Empty backfield 5 wide. Flacco in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, 4-man rush. Looks left, floats one left, and it's caught. Out to about the 48-yard line. Jarvis Brownlee made the stop on Chase, who makes a medium-range catch, but it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down near midfield. You know, Wayne Corbett, Bob, in the slot, he was almost unstoppable with the choice route. You know, as I watched Jamar Chase, and again, he's a guy that plays outside. When he's inside, man, it's just not fair. It's like a cheat button, and he just kind of Joe Flacco just lets him work. I mean, Jarvis Brownlee's doing everything he can, but he's always going to be right depending on the leverage.
Flacco on first down under center. T. Higgins jet sweep motion to the far side left. It's a flea flicker, and not pitching the ball back is Chase Brown, and he runs left and picks up a first down. He bluffed the pitch back to Joe Flacco. Either that or the Jets got enough penetration, whereas he turned around, he thought better of pitching it back on the flea flicker action, and instead he just took off. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. A fake pitch on the flea flicker by the running back, and he gets a first down.
It's kind of an amazing play because Will McDonald was right there. He almost would have intercepted that pitch back. So to have the awareness to do that, I got to give him credit. That was impressive. I've never seen it myself.
1st and 10 at the Jet 41 for Cincinnati. Flacco. Shotgun, back to throw, swing pass left, flag down, making a man misses Chase Brown. He got away from Kiko Mauinoa, runs the left sideline out of bounds at the 29-yard line of the Jets, but this is coming back.
Holding, offense number 63, that's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's the first penalty of the game, and there's 3:17 to go before halftime. This is our kind of officiating crew.
You know, Bob, I was on the sidelines. One of the officials I noticed was one of our officials in the UFL. He was doing some extra work in the spring, and they don't call any flags in our league. So I kind of thought that was going to be the trend heading this one. So it's right. Pretty good.
First flag of the game thrown with a little over 3 minutes to go before halftime. And now it's 1st and 20 for Cincinnati, back at their own 49-yard line. T. Higgins wide left. Bunch set right, 3 receivers. Jamar Chase lines up in the backfield. Back to throw is Flacco. Looks right, checks it down right. Caught by Chase Brown. Makes Brownlee miss as he cut left inside the Jet 45 to about the Jet 42-yard line. So he got 10 yards. He got the penalty yards back. Eventually, Jamie and Sherwood made the stop. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now at the Jet 42.
Yeah, it's amazing, when Joe Burrow went down, Jake Browning came in. It just wasn't clicking the way they wanted. It's amazing how now Chase Brown is quite a weapon for them when Joe can complete some passes and they can distribute it properly. Right now, he's a very shifty, quick player. He's making a lot of yards when the ball's in his hand. He's a guy that the Jets can have to continue to follow and watch and contain.
Flacco in the shotgun. Delayed handoff. Pirine hunting for room. He runs right. Brought down by Jermaine Johnson. And that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning as he picked up about 4. So it'll be 3rd down and 6. Although the clock is now stopped, we've got an injured player with 2:03 to go in the first half. Player down on one knee for the Bengals.
Please set the game clock to 2 minutes, 5 seconds, 2:05.
Might be Dylan Fairchild, the left guard. He's back up, trying to shake it off. Now they reset the clock to 2:05, which doesn't really matter. It was a tackle inbounds, so they should just wind the clock right down to the 2-minute warning, I would think, as soon as Fairchild is brought to the sideline. 3rd down and 7 at the Jet 38. And now they wind the clock, and there it is. That brings us down to the 2-minute warning, brought to you by Ticketmaster.
This is the 2-minute warning.
Buy or sell your Jets tickets with the official ticket marketplace of the New York Jets at Ticketmaster.com/Jets. 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's the Bengals 17 and the Jets 10. Big 3rd down coming in Jet territory. When we come back, you're listening to the New York Jets Radio Network on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Listen to your team's pre- and post-game shows on the SiriusXM app.
We got our hands full, but we should be a better team.
Just search for your team's channel before and after every game to get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio.
I appreciate that locker room. That's a bunch of fighters in there.
Listen to your hometown announcers and your local pre- and post-game shows all on the SiriusXM app. And subscribers whose vehicles are equipped with our 360L radios, you can check out your team channel while you're on the road.
The chase for the MLS Cup is on SiriusXM FC.
Messi with a left-footed shot, it's a brace.
Hear every postseason goal.
Thomas Muller! Oh, what a finish!
Every breathtaking moment. Until a champion is crowned.
Cue the celebrations!
Follow the road to MLS Cup on SiriusXM FC 157 and streaming on the SiriusXM app.
Here's what's happening on SiriusXM Sports.
If it's a Sunday during the NFL season, it's the Sunday Drive. Catch live look-ins, instant scoreboard updates, and expert analysis and breakdown of every game on the gridiron with reporters at every stadium. For complete coverage, tune to SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
SiriusXM Sports, wherever you are, your team plays here.
Conan O'Brien here. Sure, it's football season, but when you aren't listening to my pigskin flying around on SiriusXM, come check out my channel, Conan O'Brien Radio. We're cracking jokes, throwing deep cuts, blitzing boredom. No pads, no playbooks, just a Hail Mary of hilarity. It's comedy in the red zone all season long. Conan O'Brien Radio. That's a tough tackle. He's down. He's not getting up. He's dead. Wait, I took it too far. Conan O'Brien Radio, channel 104, anytime you want on the SiriusXM app.
100 Gambler.
Back in Cincinnati, a reminder, today's game day partner is Paramount Plus. Count on Sundays all season long with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Bob Wishoes and Anthony Becht and the rest of our crew here in Cincinnati. The Jets defense trying to get a stop after the offense put a touchdown on the board to make this a 7-point game. 2 minutes to go first half. It's 3rd down and 7, Bengals at the Jet 38. Back to throw, Flacco. Slants one over the middle, and it's caught, but a big hit on Jamar Chase right at the first down line to gain by Andre Sisco. Aaron Glenn can't believe the spot. I think they gave him forward progress for a first down, but it didn't look like he got there.
New York.
Initially,
30-second timeout.
Initially, the official was walking down like he did, and then Bob came back to the other side. So these guys just kind of swerve around. It's short right now where the foot is, and I think Aaron's like, hey, is it short? Because I need a timeout if that's the case, because they want to get the ball back. So I guess they're going to try to officially check this out and see.
Bengals are going to go for it, though. It does look like they have spotted him about a half-yard short, and right now waving from the near side is Bengals head coach Zach Taylor, because he believes that forward progress was past the line to gain. So just like Aaron Glenn on the opposite side was arguing immediately on the spot, thinking the chase was short, he called timeout. Then when they marked him short, Zach Taylor is screaming that he should have been.
Ruling was a completed catch.
Well, we know it's a completed catch. The issue is, where is the spot? Is it 4th down and 1, or is it a first down? So we are getting a field review brought to you by the members and contractors of Local 825 operating engineers, ELEC 825, building our future. And it looked like Chase literally made the catch at the line to gain.
He did, and listen, when the ball hits his hands, does he actually have it truly in the grass? That'll be the biggest question.
So while they review the spot, we'll step aside. Is it 4th down or first down? We're about to find out. You're listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
This, my friends, is a game for the ages.
Sports are all about moments.
Swinging a fly ball, left field and deep, a Springer, dinger!
And you can hear them all.
That is the best moment in sports I have ever seen.
As they happen.
Shohei Ohtani, the stuff of legend.
Live in the moment.
It's so good, we must be dreaming.
With live sports on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
This game has had it all.
Kenny Chesney's journey took him from a small town in East Tennessee to country music superstardom and everywhere in between.
Oh, hello, how are you tonight?
To mark the arrival of his first ever book,
I've been writing Heart Life music.
he'll share stories with a small group of superfans.
It's my story, how we got here.
It's a live town hall event with Kenny Chesney from Nashville.
On No Shoes Radio.
Hear it anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Nobody brings you the excitement of Formula One racing like Sirius XM. All the thrills of a worldwide championship chase.
Piastri applying the pressure. Verstappen off the track. Piastri takes the lead.
Plus comprehensive pre- and post-race coverage.
The tenacity to hold on the way he did under that pressure, that's top draw.
The F1 season rolls on Sunday afternoon at the Mexico Grand Prix. Live pre-race coverage begins at 3 Eastern, followed by Lights Out Racing in Mexico City at 4 Eastern on ESPN Extra, Channel 81, and the Sirius XM app.
Hey, football fans, this is Jim Miller.
And I'm Pat Kerwin. Be sure to tune in to Moving the Chains tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern.
We'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for Monday Night Football as the Commanders head to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs.
Plus, we'll talk with Bucs head coach Todd Bowles and Falcons head coach Raheem Morris and keep you updated on the latest injury news.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and on the Sirius XM app.
By rule, we need to run 10 seconds from there, which will put the game clock at 1:47, which we have right now. We need a 30-second play clock, and then on my whistle, both clocks will start.
So if you heard any of that while we were away,
New York will be given their timeout back, so each team has 3 timeouts remaining.
So we're getting all the explanation for Scott Novak. Now, what you didn't hear while we were away is replay buzz down. No challenges inside of 2 minutes. So the replay booth gave Jamar Chase the first down. The spot to the Jet 31-yard line. The Jets get their timeout back. But 1:40 to go in the first half. 1st and 10 at the Jet 31. Flacco, shotgun. Brown up the middle. Spins down to the Jet 25. He picks up about 6.
Timeout. New York. 30-second timeout.
Now the Jets are calling timeout. Jamie and Sherwood made the stop. 1:32 to go in the half. You wouldn't normally call timeout after the opposition picks up 6 yards on first down. But Aaron Glenn uses one, trying to save some time for his offense. The Jets do start the third quarter with the ball.
Yeah, you're right. And obviously that wasn't the goal. They wanted to stop it. Listen, Bengals spread you out, Bob. That there's not enough guys in the box. If you get your blocks on there, you're not going to be able to get the back till he crosses the line of scrimmage. And Chase Brown's done a nice job, at least today, with his quickness to get as many yards as he can in those situations.
So 1:32 to go in the half. 2nd and 4. Bengals at the Jet 25-yard line. Shotgun for Flacco. Chase Brown to his left. Jamar Chase in motion left to right. Flacco straight back to throw. Looks left. Throws down the left-hand side. Back shoulder. Incomplete. Way over the head of T. Higgins. He was bottled up by Brandon Stevens. So now it's 3rd down and 4 at the Jet 25 with 1:28 to go in the half.
Yeah, now you're in a good spot. The clock stops. Now it's 3rd and 4. One matchup that I'm watching, it's getting real close, Bob, is Will McDonald going against the left tackle, Orlando Brown. He's doing a lot of quick moves. He's a big 6'8 tackle. He's kind of missing him. It's be an ideal situation to find a way to get past him and maybe get a sack.
Yosiash on the right slot. Wide right is T. Higgins. To the far side left, Jamar Chase. 3rd down and 4 at the Jet 25. Flacco, shotgun. The Jet jump off sides. Quinnen Williams is going to give the Bengals a 1st down to the Jet 20-yard line.
Neutral zone infraction on the defense, number 95. That's a 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Quinnen immediately, frustratedly slapped his hands as he tried to jump the snap count and read it wrong.
I'm not going to critique our best player, but, Quinnen's right next to the football. He knows better than that. Just a terrible mistake there with an opportunity for the Jets defense to potentially stop him and force him to a field goal.
First Jet penalty. 1:28 to go in the half at the Jet 20-yard line. Flacco in the shotgun. Drops back, scrambles to his right, throws it right flat. Caught at the 25 by Chase. And he's forced out by Brownlee. No gain. So Flacco threw that one behind the line of scrimmage as he was being pursued by the Jet pass rush. The safety valve was Chase, but he gets nothing. Maybe a foot. It'll be 2nd down and a long 9, close to 10, just inside the Jet 20-yard line.
And Chase going out of bounds kind of helps the Jets. Again, if you can hold them to a field goal attempt, Bob, at least it stops the clock when you only have 2 timeouts left.
Backs to either side of Flacco in the shotgun. He drops to throw on 2nd down. Slant over the middle. Caught. Chase Brown inside the 10, at the 5, drags a tackler to the end zone. He's got a touchdown. A little arrow route over the middle for Chase Brown. Flacco hit him, and he did the rest as he dragged a couple of Jet tacklers. Malachi Moore tried to keep him out of the end zone and could not. And the Bengals have their 2-score lead back.
Yeah, you're right. An angle route. They set him up in that slot, gets out of the backfield, cuts, and just goes hard inside. Quincy Wilson is in a really good position, Bob, but the ball placement, getting it outside so that only Chase can reach it, was the difference in that play. Covered well, but again, ball placement, and then Chase Brown able to make a play after the catch to get through to get that big touchdown.
So McPherson for the point after. It is on the way, and it is good. So it's a 14-point lead again. So the Jets have 1:15. And they've got 2 timeouts left, and they start the 3rd quarter with the ball. So if the Jets could ever put together a 2-minute drive here, Anthony, before halftime with their 2 timeouts, they could put together back-to-back possessions and change this game. But again, they find themselves down by 2 scores, and also a little disconcerting that it's a 24-point half for the Bengals.
Yeah, you're right. Another thing, too, you got to be cognizant about. Bengals have their 3 timeouts. So what's that 1st down play? We've seen in the past this year, it's been a lot of run, right? You test the waters on the run. If they get something there, then obviously, if you can get 6 yards like the Bengals, maybe they don't call a timeout and you're in favor there. So you got to play that chess game. Or do you come out and be aggressive and maybe throw the ball, but if you don't get a completion, now you're stopping the clock, and it gives an advantage back to the Bengals. So whatever you do here, Bob, you got to execute the play and get something positive out of it to get it going for this 2-minute opportunity.
Well, maybe a Justin Fields RPO, right? Like, worst case scenario, you run it, and you give the Bengals a decision to make about whether or not they're going to call timeout. Here's McPherson's kickoff, and this is going to sail down into the end zone. This should be a knee taken by the Jets. That helps. About 3 yards deep in the end zone. Isaiah Williams takes a knee. So that saves all the time. 1:15 still on the clock with the Jets 2 timeouts. And it also brings the ball all the way out to the 35-yard line.
And I think here, maybe not condense, right? Being a true 2-minute, this way, Justin could do, spread it out and run on his own, or they could do something with the spread out look. If it gets a little condensed, now you bring guys in the box, Bob, it gets a little tricky.
Well, the Jets go empty.
Good.
Isaiah Davis, widest to the far side right. We'll see if he motions the backfield. He will. To the right of Fields in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Jets at their own 35. Fields back to throw. Looks over the middle. Throws. Mason Taylor can't haul it in. He reached out, tried to snap it out of midair. Barrett Carter there in coverage. But that was an errant throw from Justin Fields. Tough catch. Unable to make it was Taylor. So now only 4 seconds comes off the clock. And it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good idea. They just get the tight end in position to get it to them. If they catch that ball, they get themselves a 7-yard gain. But like we talked about, clock stops, you're 2nd and long. Now you're behind the sticks.
Fields in the shotgun. Davis to his left. At the Jet 35, he's back to throw again. Looks right, throws right, incomplete. Not even sure who that was to. Stopping his route was Mason Taylor. Racing down the sideline was Tyler Johnson. It was either thrown several wides yard of Mason Taylor or about 5 yards short of Tyler Johnson. Now it's 3rd down and 10, and only 7 total seconds has come off the clock.
Yeah, they brought pressure off the edge on the right side, and they dropped the safety hard where Mason Taylor was, and that last second, Justin had to float it over his head because it would have been an interception if he tried to get it to him.
Arian Smith, solo right. Slot to the near side left. Mason Taylor motions right. Fields, shotgun. Here comes a blitz. 3rd and 10. Looks left, throws left. Wide open, Isaiah Williams. 1st down to midfield. Just what the Jets needed. They pick up 15 on 3rd down and 10 with 1:03 to go. And now the entire script flips. Now the Jets need the time, and they've got it with 1:03 and their 2 timeouts as Williams got out of bounds cleanly.
Yeah, monster play. They bring a blitz, and they get man-to-man, and there's inside playing on Isaiah Williams on the inside, and he breaks out. Is a beautiful pass right outside. They get the 1st down. That is a huge play on 3rd and long.
Williams motions left to right. Shotgun for Fields. Isaiah Davis to his right at midfield. He's back to throw. Looks over the middle, throws. Another catch made on the run by Tyler Johnson. And he's inside the 40 down to the 35 of the Bengals for 15 more yards. Now the Jets preserving their timeouts. They're getting lined up. 1st and 10 at the Bengals 35. 45 seconds to go on the half. 2 receivers either side. Back to throw Fields. Well protected. Looks over the middle. Checks it down for 5 yards to Isaiah Davis. And Aaron Glenn calls timeout.
Timeout, number 2, New York. 30-second timeout.
So they pick up 5 on 1st down. So Anthony, coach it through. 38 seconds to go. 1 timeout. 2nd and 5 at the Bengals 30.
Yeah. First of all, this is a orchestrated situation here by Justin Fields. Excellent job standing in the pocket, completing that 3rd and 10. They get yards here. So you want to save your timeout, right? So you have it for your kicker, whatever it is. My policy, this is what I like to do. Every time you get a 1st down now, Bob, moving in, you want to get up and spike it, right? You just sacrifice that down. It stops the clock. You save your timeout. The one thing, obviously, you got to burn your timeout is with a sack or anything there. Or you got to get up to the ball quick and try to get some yards so you don't find yourself kicking from way back. But, again, you got some time to organize and orchestrate and make some completions.
3 receivers to the wide side right. Mason Taylor solo left. Fields in the shotgun. After the timeout, back to throw. Looks over the middle, throws. He's got Arian Smith. They'll check that. Down inside the 20-yard line, it's Isaiah Williams again. He's got a 1st down. And the Jets quickly in the red zone, presented by the New York Lottery. And they line back up. Fields will spike it to try and preserve time. So the Jets still have a timeout. 24 seconds on the clock. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now at the Cincinnati 19-yard line.
Love it. Yeah, I mean, again, you sacrifice the 1st down play, but, man, you get immediate time stoppage. Just to me, that there's more value. Now you can get a real good play call. We always rush the process, and we get these crappy plays because guys want to rush to the line. Now you get yourself a chance to get a good call here for Tanner Engstrom.
Isaiah Williams, Tyler Johnson stacked right, Mason Taylor motions right. 2nd and 10 at the Bengals 19. Fields out of the shotgun, back to throw. Looks left, has time, scrambling to his left, gets to the 20-yard line, races out of bounds at the 16. And there are flags down in the secondary. It's going to be illegal contact, it looks like, against Cincinnati. So this will give the Jets a first down. 18 seconds to go in the half.
While the quarterback was in the pocket, legal contact on the defense number 29. That 5-yard penalty will be added at the end of the run. First down.
So the Jets get the benefit of the run plus 5 yards, so they get 8 yards in total, and they get a first down. So that will put them down at the 12-yard line of Cincinnati. 18 seconds to go and a timeout. So you still have, Anthony, the full playbook at your disposal because you have the timeout.
Yeah, you could do anything here. And now you can utilize the timeout, Bob, if you get to the 5 or 4.
Sure.
Because now you can just throw some shots and you still can spike it and get your field goal. So, again, Jets can get a touchdown here. That's what they want, and that's what they need to play for.
Fields in the shotgun. Breece Hall to his left. Breece on the field for the first time on this drive. Fields back to throw. Looks right, looks over the middle. Fires one underneath, and a diving catch made by Mason Taylor at the 7-yard line. So the timeout now has to be called.
And final timeout, New York.
Barrett Carter brought down Mason Taylor. So that gave the Jets 5 yards. So now 12 seconds to go in the half. No timeouts. It'll be 2nd down and 5. So now basically you've got 2 cracks at the end zone, theoretically, from the 7-yard line before you'd have to kick the field goal if you can make those plays happen quickly. Now, at least 1 crack at the end zone.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not going to lie to you. You know, we did dress Jelani Woods, who's 6'8", tight end. I mean, maybe worth a try to just maybe put him out there, maybe on the next play if they do it. But you got to make sure you get it to the end zone here. You can't be short.
12 seconds in the half. 2nd down and 5 at the 7 of Cincinnati. But the Jets are out of timeouts. Mason Taylor motions left to right. Fields in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to throw. Steps up in the pocket, throws back in the end zone, incomplete. On the slant, tried to hit Lazard. 8 seconds to go in the half. Cam Taylor-Britt in coverage. So that only took 4 seconds. So a 3rd down from the 7-yard line. 8 seconds to go in the half, and look who's running on the field. No, it's not. I thought it was Jelani Woods at first, but it's actually Brandon Smith.
Oh, it is Brandon. They're very big. He's big too. Hey,
yes.
Throw it to him. I mean, that's fine. He's just as tall. He's not 6'8", but
the Jets are 2 for 6 on 3rd down. They break the huddle. Play clock at 10. So 3rd down and 5 from the 7. Play clock at 5. Fields in the shotgun. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. Looks in the end zone, fires one high, incomplete for Mason Taylor. So they took 2 shots at the end zone, 4 seconds to go in the half. They were unable to convert either, as Fields, basically the same route he looked for Lazard on. He tried to find Mason Taylor on the same slant, and they'll have to settle for a Nick Folk field goal. But still in all, that was a pretty good 2-minute drive by the Jets, and they start the 3rd quarter with the ball as well.
Excellent. Yeah, well done. Well, the situation was run perfect. We basically said what we wanted. We got it. And you had some cracks at the end zone. That's all you can ask for. And you get yourself a field goal now with 4 seconds.
25-yard field goal attempt. Right hash for Nick Folk out of McNamara's hold. The kick is up, and it's down the middle and good. And that will take us to halftime with the Jets putting 3 on the board. Scoring drive courtesy of Hyundai. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. An 11-play or 12-play
This is the end of the first half.
Field goal drive to end the half. So at halftime, it's 24-13. Cincinnati on top. Halftime report with Dan and Greg. In a moment, you are listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Now through October 31st, SiriusXM is giving away a pair of tickets to every MLB postseason game through the World Series. Listen to MLB Network Radio for the clues to be the first caller to correctly name the postseason hero. You'll receive a pair of tickets to an MLB postseason game. MLB Network Radio has your chance to win on SiriusXM 89 in the SiriusXM app. No transportation will be included in connection with these prizes. For full contest information and official rules, visit SiriusXM.com/MLB postseason heroes 2025. No purchase necessary. Open only to current SiriusXM subscribers prior to September 19th. Must be a U.S. resident over the age of 18.
Straight Shooter with Stephen A.
This is Stephen A. Smith, and I've got something to say. We're talking politics, power, and the real issues that shape our lives. I want to make sure I position myself to be one of those voices that America wants to hear on these matters. I'll be open to being educated, corrected when I'm wrong, but I anticipate those moments to be few and far between.
Straight Shooter with Stephen A. Wednesday, 6 p.m. East on POTUS Channel 124 and on the SiriusXM app.
John Cena, one of the best to ever do it.
John Cena is a 17-time world champion.
The greatest of all time is lacing up his boots one final time. Join Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 as we take a look back at one of the most legendary careers of all time.
Who in the hell are you? I'm John Cena.
The time has come. A special debuting December 8th, only on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7, Channel 156.
Experience the pinnacle of club soccer in the UEFA Champions League on Sirius XM FC. This is the place where legends are born.
Merseyside magic from Mo Salah.
Dynasties are built.
Real Madrid do what they do best.
And history is made.
It is a night to remember for Paris Saint-Germain.
Hear the top Champions League matches all season long on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app.
Calling all lottery players. Take your lottery game to the next level with the Jackpocket Lottery app. Order New York State lottery tickets right from your phone. New customers opt in and get a free ticket. Download Jackpocket and use code JETUP. Gambling problem? In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 18 or older, Jackpocket is a lottery courier and not affiliated with any state lottery. Eligibility restrictions apply. Opt in for $5 in non-withdrawable lottery credits that expire in 168 hours. Terms jkpt.co/draw5.
Hey, Jets Nation. When you bring Hellman's Creamy Buffalo Chicken Dip to the watch party, you can be a couch coach and cheer too loud. Or worse, bring a friend who knows nothing about football.
How do they get the yellow line to move on the field?
Because when you do dip with Hellman's, you can do no wrong. That's a Hail Mayo. Hellman's, the official mayonnaise of the New York Jets. Bring out the best.
The Jets Halftime Show is brought to you by
MetLife, the official insurance company of the New York Jets, and by Paramount Plus. Count on Sundays all season long with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Now, here's Dan Grassa and Greg Buttle.
And we welcome into the New York Jets Halftime Report, sponsored by MetLife, the official insurance company of the New York Jets. Dan Grassa, Greg Buttle in our New York studios. In Cincinnati, it's the Bengals with a 24-13 lead over the New York Jets. Jets creeping a little bit closer as the half expires. Nick Folk with a 25-yard field goal. Greg, the story of the first half, though, Jet defense really not able to apply any pressure on Joe Flacco. He sat back there and picked them apart. 178 yards, a couple of touchdown strikes.
Yeah, I think the simplicity of it is the big plays and a couple of mental errors and missed tackles by the Jets. And a missed opportunity by the Jets offense on the last drive to score a touchdown. Other than that, this is a pretty close game.
Yeah, red zone difference, too. I mean, Cincinnati's 2 of 3, getting balls in the end of those Jets just 1 in 3 as far as cashing in those opportunities. They do have a touchdown, though, today. A real nice pass from Justin Fields to Tyler Johnson. 15-yard TD strike midway through that second quarter. That was the Jets' first touchdown in 9 quarters, Greg. But obviously, a defense that only allowed a total of 26 points the last 2 games. Well, they've allowed 24 in the first half, and the Cincinnati offense certainly looks like they could be primed for more. Jet offense is going to have to do their part.
Well, you did see in the secondary, the Jets secondary has been decimated, and of course, you've got some young guys playing out there, and there were some missed tackles on some big plays to Brown on that last touchdown. There were 2 missed tackles and a bad coverage play on the long 44-yard touchdown pass from Flacco. At that time, I forget who was in the coverage, but he got beat.
A.Z. Thomas, the rookie,
right,
who was getting a start today because of the injuries. And again, that was on the T. Higgins 44-yard strike. Jets got some work to do. They're going to get the football to start the second half. More for us to do. 24-13 is our halftime score. Bengals on top of the Jets. You're listening to Jets football on Q104.3 and the Jets Radio Network.
Catchy tune, right? But don't let the urge to sing along distract you from the truck drifting towards your lane. Or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you. And Hyundai has over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. Because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't
Get you one way or another.
IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson SE for $209 a month, or get 0% APR for 60 months plus 0 payments for 90 days. Offers end November 3rd. Call 347-746-0955 for details.
This is Greg Buttle. As an NFL linebacker, I had to be sharp, fast, and ready to hit everything and everybody every play. But you can't bring that energy if you're dragging from a bad night's sleep, believe me. That's why now I use Truvega. Just 2 minutes with this handheld device calms my body, quiets my mind, and it sets me up for a real rest. I wake up recharged and ready to go. Visit Truvega.com. That's Truvega.com.
One of the most iconic rock bands in history. It's with over 130 million albums sold, selling out stadiums around the world. Bon Jovi, the Forever Tour, live in New York City, performing for 4 exclusive shows at Madison Square Garden, July 7th, 9th, 12th, and 14th. Sign up now for artist pre-sale access at bonjovi.com.
When the game ends, join Dan Grossa and Greg Buttle for the Fifth Quarter Show. Get their thoughts on the game, and you can add yours, too. The phone line to call is 888-872-1043. Keep it handy for when the game ends, and let Jet Nation know what you think. The Fifth Quarter, right after the game. 888-872-1043 on your new radio home for New York Jets football. Q104.3.
Sometimes you only get one look at greatness. After all, there's only one Joe Namath, only one Curtis Martin, and only one Kevin Mawai. There's only one Lombardi Trophy, only one case of Super Bowl rings, and only one Hall of Fame gallery that houses the bronze bust of each Hall of Famer. And they all live in one place, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, where one look at greatness lives forever. Ignite the passion, relive the glory. Book your visit now at profootballhof.com.
Sirius XM College Sports Radio has everything a college football fan needs.
They're not gonna get him! Touchdown!
Get ready for game day with our roster of experts, including Chris Childers.
There's nothing that we have in this world like college football. It's the greatest thing we have.
Plus, get insider access with exclusive interviews.
Georgia head coach Kirby Smart joining us.
Ryan Day, head coach of Ohio State. Catch it all on College Sports Radio, channel 84 in your car, and on the Sirius XM app.
Aaron Rodgers faces the team that drafted him when the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Freiermuth. Rodgers with the late magic.
Host the Green Bay Packers.
Jacobs up the middle to the end zone.
He's
at goal line. Touchdown.
Tonight at 8:20 p.m. Eastern. Catch the national broadcast on NFL Radio Channel 88. The Packers call on Channel 83 or 226. The Steelers call on Channel 85 or 225. In the car and on the Sirius XM app.
The new film, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, tells the story of his 1982 album, Nebraska.
It was a representation of who I wanted to be.
Bruce Springsteen joins actor Jeremy Allen White in a Sirius XM town hall with questions from superfans.
If you can make this honest, people will connect with it.
On E Street Radio, Sirius XM Channel 20, and on the Sirius XM app. Search E Street Radio Specials.
Has been brought to you by
MetLife, the official insurance company of the New York Jets, and by Paramount Plus. Count on Sundays all season long with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Everything costs more these days.
Skyrocketing electric bills here in the Garden State.
And New Jersey is used to paying high prices, but it doesn't have to be this way. With Trenton Democrats in control for the last 2 decades, there's a reason New Jersey's electricity rates are the 12th highest in the entire country. And those prices just keep going up.
$200 more. I know my electric bill. I was shocked. I'm very disappointed. This is killing us.
Failed Democrat policies have caused rates to go up by as much as 20% this year alone. And your electric bill continues to increase as electricity costs continue to rise. New Jersey families are getting crushed with Democrats controlling Trenton. And don't they know it?
It's going to cost you an arm and a leg, but if you're a good person, you'll do it.
But it doesn't have to be this way. Vote Republican on November 4th and put some money back in your pocket.
Paid for by Republican State Leadership Committee, New Jersey PAC, 1201 F Street Northwest, Suite 675, Washington, D.C., 20004. Not made with cooperation, prior consent, consultation, or at the request or suggestion of any candidate or candidate's agent.
Huddle up with Food Bazaar Supermarket for game day catering. From chicken wings and tenders to spare ribs, sandwich and cheese platters, you'll find an entire lineup at catering.foodbazaar.com. That's catering.foodbazaar.com. Or if you're just looking to shop for groceries from the comforts of home, we've got that in the playbook too. Go to shop.foodbazaar.com. Place your order and use promo code FANSGET10 for $10 off your $50 order. That's shop.foodbazaar.com. Food Bazaar Supermarket. Shop local, eat global.
Q104.3 is the new radio home of the Jets.
Sunday, November 9th, the Jets come out of the bye for a MetLife matchup with Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns.
Coverage starts with Party Classics on the Q104.3 Rock and Roll Tailgate at 10 a.m. Dan Grossa and Greg Buttle bring you the pregame at 11. Kickoff at 1 p.m. with Bob Wischusen and Anthony Beck. Q104.3.
The New York Structural Steel Painting Contracting Association, along with our local 806 partners, work hard to ensure New York City's bridges, roads, and rails are safe, beautiful, and ready for the future. Every day you see subway stops, bridges, highway ramps, and steel structures restored and painted by us. We're New York Structural Steel Painting Contracting Association, adding a little color to the Big Apple. To learn more about our association and career opportunities, visit nyspca.net. That's nyspca.net.
Back in Cincinnati, set for the start of the third quarter. The Jets will start the third quarter with the ball, but they're down 24-13. Time for our first half learnings, brought to you by Kane University, where Cougars climb higher to achieve their dreams of earning a college degree. Anthony, we learned what in the first half?
Yeah, I think one thing offensively, first down. They winning on first down. The Jets have been running the ball, passing the ball. I think Justin Fields has done a nice job. Defensively, Bob, you got to get Joe Flacco off track. All right, he's a 75% passer right now. Whether it's blitzes, whether it's edge pressure, whatever it is, you got to get him off his kind of rhythm. And if they can do that, they can force a turnover in the second half and get this game where they want it.
The second half kickoff is presented by Visa and Cash App, official partners of the New York Jets. Isaiah Williams and Arian Smith are back deep to receive. And Arian Smith on the far side of the field, that's normally where McPherson's been putting the ball, and he can fly. See if he gets a chance here. High end over end kick. It will float down to Arian Smith at the 6-yard line. Starts to his right, now cuts it to the left at the 20. Tries to turn the corner, makes a man miss at the 20-yard line and dives out to the 25. Ran a long way to get to the 25-yard line as we check in with Eric Allen.
It's go time for this Jets offense. This Cincinnati Bengals defense has given up more than 30 points a game. They've given up 27 points at least in every game since the opener. Tyler Johnson, the Jets' sole touchdown in the first half, his 5th of his career and first with the green and white.
Hey, if you look at the Cincinnati defense this season, 31st in points allowed, 30th against the pass, 31st in total defense. It is a defense that everyone has exploited that has played against them. And the Jets on first down with a handoff. Running left is Breece Hall across their 25 to their 27-yard line. Demetrius Knight Jr. made the tackle with B.J. Hill as the Jets actually started inside their own 25. So that's a gain of 3 on first down. 2nd and 7. Jets at their own 27.
And a shout out, Bob, to the offensive line. No sacks today. They're picking up pressures, and Justin Fields, clearly with time, is able to make some plays down the field with a few play action passes to Tyler Johnson and a few more down the field.
Empty backfield. And now Breece Hall to the right of Justin Fields in the shotgun. Both tight ends flexed out, both motion in. Fields straight back to throw. Looks over the middle. Has time, floats one deep left sideline, incomplete, way up over the head of Tyler Johnson. So air under that ball for Justin Fields. It'll be 3rd down and 7 Jets at their own 27. And to that point, Trey Hendrickson returning to the lineup today for Cincinnati. He's gone to 4 straight Pro Bowls. He's a first-team All-Pro last year. And he lined up a bunch in the first half over Olu Fashanu and never really got on Justin Fields. 2 for 7 on third down. The Jets faced with 3rd and 7 here at their own 27. Isaiah Davis empties the backfield. Fields in the shotgun, 3 receivers right. Takes the snap, drops the throw, steps up, looks right, throws right, wide open. Isaiah Davis running right to the 35-40. He gets to midfield before he's bumped out of bounds in Bengals territory at the Cincinnati 47. So Isaiah Davis broke free, a crossing route underneath, and a catch and run for a first down on third down. Picks up 26.
Yeah, they call it a mesh play, right? You got tight ends and inside receivers crossing against each other, and it's kind of a...
Number 61 of the offense is reporting as eligible. Number 61.
There's 61 again, and then you get that cross where Lazard's able to kind of naturally pick a defender that's covering Isaiah Davis, and it's a good read by Justin to get the big play.
Fields under center, extra offensive lineman in the game. Play action, drops to throw, looks downfield, throws one near sideline, and it's broken up. He floated it to Mason Taylor, and Demetrius Knight recovered. Knight is hurt. He arrived just in time to break up the pass on the near sideline for Mason Taylor, and then landed awkwardly, and he is hurt, and he is surrounded by trainers for the Bengals right in front of their bench. And it looks like we will have an injury timeout. 13:23 to go in the third quarter. It's the Bengals 24 and the Jets 13. You're listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Buckle up, Buttercup, as Adam Shine brings unique opinions and passionate sports talk to Shine On Sports.
I'm just giving you some facts.
And hear exclusive interviews with some of the biggest and hottest names across the National Football League.
Sean Payne is nice enough to give us a few minutes. This show makes me feel like it's Super Bowl time. My guy, Aaron Rodgers.
The leadership that we have gives you a chance. That's all we can ask for.
Tune in to Shine On Sports, weekdays at 9 Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 82.
You gotta love sports.
It's time to get hyped for the NBA season on Sirius XM. From the Knicks looking to take control of the East.
The clutch player of the year will not be denied. Jalen Brunson puts the Knicks in front.
To Cooper Flagg's debut in Dallas.
Welcome to the league, Cooper Flagg.
And the Thunder defending its title.
Behind the board, knocks down an 8-foot jumper. SGA has come to play tonight, baby.
You'll hear every game on your radio and the hometown announcers on the Sirius XM app.
The chase for the MLS Cup is on Sirius XM FC.
Messi with a left-footed shot, it's a brace.
Hear every postseason goal.
Thomas Muller! Oh, what a finish!
Every breathtaking moment. Until a champion is crowned.
Cue the celebrations!
Follow the road to MLS Cup on Sirius XM FC 157 and streaming on the Sirius XM app.
Hey, football fans, Jeff Foxworthy here.
And I'm Larry the Cable Guy. Jeff, we ought to tell folks about our very own comedy channel.
That's right, folks. When you're done listening to the game, hop on over to Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup.
We even host our own shows, like Larry the Cable Guy and the Fun Bunch.
And my show, A Comic Mind with Jeff Foxworthy.
It's great American comedy 24/7.
That's Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup, Sirius XM Channel 97. Or listen to us anytime on the Sirius XM app.
Catch every Jets away game and enjoy Corona specials all season long at an official Jets Bar Network bar. Visit NewYorkJets.com/bar network to discover locations near you. 21 plus. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. After the injury timeout, Bob Wischusen and Anthony Becht. We are live in the Dime Community Bank radio booth. We've got your bank. So 2nd down and 10, the Jets in plus territory at the 47-yard line of the Bengals. They trail 24-13. Fields in the shotgun, Davis to his right. Straight quarterback run for Justin Fields. Runs right, cuts it back to the left, inside the Bengals 45 to their 42-yard line. Picked up about 4. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. The Jets are 3 for 8 on 3rd down, but they have a 3rd down conversion on this drive.
You know, the goal there is when you have that lead back is just to protect the edge, so you get Justin just to get around the edge and just get out of bounds and protect himself. What you want to do is squeeze it back in like they did there and force some defenders to actually apply a hit there, which they did to the Bengals. But again, it's a nice job getting those extra yards by Justin.
Looks like Trey Hendrickson re-aggravated the hip injury, so he has been listed as out for the rest of this game. Play clock at 2, down to 1. Fields takes the midfield snap, drops to throw, steps up in the pocket, dodges a sack, jump throw, incomplete. So 4th down and 5 at the Bengals' 42-yard line. You're looking at about a 60-yard field goal here for Nick Folk if you try it, or do you punt and play field position? It looks like they will punt rather than go for it. And see if Austin McNamara can pin the Bengals deep.
Yeah, and Justin really tried to make something happen there with the pass, and he kind of jumped up, got caught in the air. But, Bob, honestly, if it's not there, I think he should just settle and just run. Like, there's some seams there for him that he can take advantage of. In the past, that's been a positive for him, really hanging on, trying to get that ball passed and completed when he could maybe just scoot it for a first down.
See if McNamara can get the job done from midfield. Skies an end-over-end kick. Arian Smith looks over his shoulder, and it lands 2 yards into the end zone. He can't save it. So the flip of field position, not what the Jets were looking for. They punt from the 42-yard line of Cincinnati, and then the Bengals get the ball at their own 20. 12:25 to go, third quarter. It's Cincinnati 24 and the Jets 13. You're listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Conan O'Brien here. Sure, it's football season. When the game's over, I want you to check out my 24/7 station, Conan O'Brien Radio. We're going no huddle. We're cracking jokes, throwing deep cuts, blitzing boredom. No pads, no playbooks. Just a Hail Mary of hilarity. We play my podcast, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, stand-up and interview clips from my many years at late night, a live call-in show hosted by Andy Richter, and a whole lot more. Conan O'Brien Radio Channel 104, or anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Nobody brings you the excitement of Formula One racing like Sirius XM. All the thrills of a worldwide championship chase.
Piastri applying the pressure. Verstappen off the track. Piastri takes the lead.
Plus comprehensive pre- and post-race coverage.
The tenacity to hold on the way he did under that pressure. That's top draw.
The F1 season rolls on Sunday afternoon at the Mexico Grand Prix. Live pre-race coverage begins at 3 Eastern, followed by Lights Out Racing in Mexico City at 4 Eastern on ESPN Extra, Channel 81, and the Sirius XM app.
The Morbid Podcast Network is on the SiriusXM app.
Spoiler alert. It's a spooky situation.
Find everything from dark, funny true crime stories
Next stop, the creepy trail.
to horror movie deep dives
From Texas Chainsaw 2006 to Freddy vs. Jason.
and spine-tingling supernatural tales.
This week's headline, Buried Alive.
Plus, get ad-free access to new episodes of the pod that started it all. Just search Morbid in the SiriusXM app.
This, my friends, is a game for the ages.
Sports are all about moments.
Swinging a fly ball, left field and deep, a Springer, dinger!
And you can hear them all.
That is the best moment in sports I have ever seen.
As they happen.
Shohei Ohtani, the stuff of legend.
Live in the moment.
It's so good, we must be dreaming.
With live sports on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
This game has had it all.
There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. So that was not the flip of field position, Anthony, the Jets were hoping for. A touchback on the midfield punt. And now Joe Flacco in the shotgun. Flanked by Chase Brown to his left. Two receivers either side. Now Brown moves from the left to the right of Flacco. First and 10 Bengals at their own 20. Flacco straight back to throw. Looks left, checks it down over the middle. Brown makes the catch in space. The Jets rally. Sherwood, Brownlee, Quincy Williams all there. It's a gain of 4 out to the Bengals' own 24-yard line.
Now, I mentioned earlier, what do you do to shake up Joe Flacco? And I said, you got to get a pass rush and blitz. Well, it's easy to say blitz, but you don't get as much blitz. Why? Because you don't want to be stuck in man-to-man coverage with two legit Pro Bowl receivers. So it's really on the onus, Bob, of the 4-down linemen to get it done today so they can mix up their coverages and not make it so easy and put guys in tough situations in coverage.
Shotgun for Flacco. Chase in motion. He drops back. Checks it down left. Caught by Jamar Chase in the left flat. And the Jets bring him down for a loss of a yard. Again, Jarvis Brownlee racing over to help out Brandon Stevens on the stop. It'll be 3rd down and 6. And you're right, they keep these guys together. Jamar Chase, through the first 7 weeks of the season, number 1 in catches, number 2 in yards. And, of course, T. Higgins signed a brand new 4-year, $115 million contract this offseason. So this will be the pair. That's what they've banked their offense on for the foreseeable future. 3rd down and 6. Cincinnati at their own 24. Jets crowd the line, showing blitz. Chase in motion left to right. Back to throw is Flacco. Looks right, under pressure. Sidearms one right, incomplete. Michael Clemens got through and put the pressure on Flacco and forced the throwaway. So that time the rush got through. The Jets did blitz. That gave Clemens a one-on-one.
34's in the area. 4th down.
So 10:58 to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Jets get a 3-and-out.
It's exactly what they needed. You got a little pressure. It's Michael Clemens, again, high-effort guy that's trying to bounce back and be a productive player up front, makes a big play. And you see when Joe has to hurry up and do things, man, he's not going to try to extend and wait a long time for guys to get open. He grounds it there, and Jets do a great job and get off the field.
Ryan Rico to punt. Line drive spiral. Isaiah Williams returnable from the Jet 23. Makes the first man miss. Gets to his right to the 30. Flag down as he pushes his way across the 35 to about the Jets' 37-yard line. But it looks like the Jets will be called for a hold on the return.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 37. It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. 1st down. Timeout.
So a 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick is going to put the Jets, instead of them being at their own 37, they'll be all the way back to about their own 13-yard line. So a costly penalty. 10:43 to go, 3rd quarter. It's the Bengals 24 and the Jets 13. You're listening to the New York Jets Radio Network on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Catchy tune, right? But don't let the urge to sing along distract you from the truck drifting towards your lane. Or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you. And Hyundai has over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. Because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you one way or another. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson SE for $209 a month, or get 0% APR for 60 months plus 0 payments for 90 days. Offers end November 3rd. Call 347-746-0955 for details.
Add some ghoulish grooves to your Monster Mash. With the ultimate Halloween party mix.
This is Halloween.
The Freaky 50. A spooky selection of songs to make you shudder and dance. Find the Freaky 50 along with many more Halloween specials in the SiriusXM app. Just search Halloween.
Hey, football fans, this is Jim Miller.
And I'm Pat Kerwin. Be sure to tune in to Moving the Chains tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern.
We'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for Monday Night Football as the Commanders head to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs.
Plus, we'll talk with Bucs head coach Todd Bowles and Falcons head coach Raheem Morris and keep you updated on the latest injury news.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and on the SiriusXM app.
Back in Cincinnati, where we pause to allow our stations to identify themselves on the New York Jets Radio Network.
This is Steve Torrey from the Sunday Drive. Join Bill Leckus and me right now until 8 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the SiriusXM app.
3.
Bob Wischusen, Anthony Becht, today's game day partner is Paramount Plus. Count on Sundays all season long with the NFL and CBS and Paramount Plus. Jets backed up inside their own 15-yard line. 1st and 10, trailing 24-13. Nearly 5 minutes gone by in the second half. False start. Mason Taylor flinched.
False start. Offense number 85. That's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
Bengals are bringing Geno Stone on a safety blitz, and reacting was Mason Taylor with a false start.
You know, I've been there as a rookie tight end. I'll tell you why, Bob, because that's an alert. So if that safety comes down, you have to alert in the run game, take it off and go block him. He's on it. He just does it early, man, and he gets the flag. But, again, those are tough situations, especially backed up where it's loud.
So 1st and 15, Jets now at their own 9. Fields under center. Handoff, Breece Hall. Runs left and gets good yardage out across the 15. Dives out to about the 17-yard line. Demetrius Knight Jr. made the stop. That gets back the penalty yards plus a little. So now it'll make it a more manageable 2nd down and 7. 8 yards on that carry for Breece Hall. Shotgun for Fields. 2 receivers to the right. Arian Smith tight to the near side left. Breece Hall to the left of Fields in the shotgun. Wide receiver screen. Reaching out to make the catch is Lazard. And he is brought down at about the Jet 22-yard line by Dax Hill. 2 yards shy of a first down. Sets up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, it's a good job. A little mix-up. They tried to run that last week. They weren't able to get the ball out. Justin comes out firing, puts it nice spot where it needs to be, out in front of the receiver, so he can catch it and continue his run and get maximum yardage.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Now in jet sweep motion, Isaiah Davis. Fields takes the snap. Straight quarterback run up the right sideline. He's got it. 3rd and 2, and he picked up 4 across the 26. They'll actually mark him out at the 25, but that's 1 yard past the line to gain. So a 3rd down conversion, straight quarterback run for Justin Fields.
Yeah, and a nice block by Mason Taylor. He gets a pancake on the safety coming down to get involved down the edge, and it really does spring Justin for the yards that he needs. And a nice little action with Isaiah Davis coming the other way in jet sweep to just kind of pull and hold those linebackers.
Under 9 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, Jets at their own 25. Shotgun again for Fields. Zone read, handoff Isaiah Davis. Breaks a tackle, runs right. 35-40. Down the sideline with speed. Isaiah Davis to the 40. Inside the Bengals 30. All the way down to about the 25-yard line before he's caught from behind by Jordan Battle. A burst of speed for Isaiah Davis. And the Jets hit one in the run game.
Yeah, so true. And it's really, you said it, breaks a tackle. Like, if you're a back and you want to play in the NFL, Bob, you got to break tackles. Everything's blocked up. Tippmann does a good job. You got one-on-one with the safety coming downhill, and he's able to break that tackle. And you're right, there was some burst now. Battle had an angle on him, and all of a sudden, he kicks it in overdrive, and all of a sudden, that angle goes away. Good job by Isaiah Davis.
50 yards for Isaiah Davis. Shotgun for Fields at the 25-yard line. Toss to the left. Breece Hall with a blocker in front. He finds a crease, and he's in the red zone. Presented by the New York Lottery. Out of bounds with a 9-yard gain to the Bengals 16. So the Jets finding creases in the run game. Remember, this drive started with a false start that put the Jets all the way back inside their own 10-yard line, and they faced a 3rd down. And now they've got a 1st down in the red zone, rather 2nd and 1 at the Cincinnati 16. 2 receivers right. Tyler Johnson, Isaiah Williams. Shotgun for Fields. Isaiah Williams. Jets in motion and circles. Fields play action. Drops to throw. Has time. Looks left. Throws left. Flag in the secondary. Caught by Mason Taylor down to the 9-yard line. Geno Stone made the stop. And it looks like this will be against Cincinnati.
While the quarterback was in the pocket, illegal contact on a defense number 29. Penalties decline. 1st down.
So the Jets will take the play and make it 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line. Jets Uncorked is back. A premium red wine and perfect collector's item for every Jets fan. Learn more at NewYorkJets.com/wine.
Number 61 of the offense is reporting as eligible. Number 61.
Bleed green, drink red. 1st and goal, Jets. At the 9-yard line. 2 tight ends. And Max Mitchell in as the extra offensive lineman. Fields under center. Straight ahead handoff. Breece Hall runs left, pushes the pile to about the 6. He's got 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6.
Really good push on the right side there. Tittman, Membu, Myers, those guys really just coming off the football. They're owning it today, Bob. No sacks. They're hitting the offensive line. They're averaging close to 6 yards a carry.
Number 61 of the offense is reporting in as eligible. Number 61 of the offense.
It's the same group. Diamond formation, full house backfield, and now an H-back right, now up on the line, actually off the line of scrimmage, is Mitchell. The lone setback, Breece Hall, play action, bootleg out to the left, Fields throws it away. It wasn't there. So now it will be 3rd down and goal from the 6. Max Mitchell didn't really know where to line up, and because he was offset, that might have been a tip for Cincinnati.
Yeah, you know, Justin comes out, rolls left, and they bring Arian Smith, who's the only receiver there. They kind of dive him inside and roll out, Bob. I honestly think if he comes out throwing when he rolls out, he can get him there, but he chooses to throw it out of bounds.
So 3rd down and goal from the 6. Jets trail 24-13, 6:20 to go, 3rd quarter. In motion from left to right, Tyler Johnson. Shotgun for Fields. Bengals show blitz. Let's see if they're coming. Play clock down to 1. They get the play off. Back to throw Fields. Blitz is coming. Wobbly throw to the left, incomplete. They brought a blitz. Cam Taylor-Britt off the edge, and he forced Fields to get rid of it early and hit him a bit as he was throwing the football. And as a result, it wobbled. So it will be Nick Folk to try to make this a one-score game again, but a disappointing end to this drive as the Jets have to settle for 3.
Yeah, they run a little shake route for Mason Taylor, try to ISO him up, and he actually gets the move and wins inside. And again, if you just anticipate and you just trust it, it's there. But again, just not able to get there with that pressure coming towards him.
Nick Folks 2 for 2, this one from 24 yards to make it an 8-point game. The snap clean, the placement down, and Nick Folks stays perfect on the year. 3 for 3 today, 17 for 17 on the season. And with 6:12 to go in the 3rd quarter, it's a field goal drive for the Jets of 10 plays. Brought to you by Hyundai. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. 24-16 now the Bengals have the lead. Little over 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. You're listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Aaron Rodgers faces the team that drafted him when the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown Freiermuth. Rodgers with the late magic.
Host the Green Bay Packers.
Jacobs up the middle to the end zone. He's at goal line. Touchdown.
Tonight at 8:20 p.m. Eastern. Catch the national broadcast on NFL Radio Channel 88. The Packers call on Channel 83 or 226. The Steelers call on Channel 85 or 225. In the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Now through October 31st, SiriusXM is giving away a pair of tickets to every MLB postseason game through the World Series. Listen to MLB Network Radio for the clues to be the first caller to correctly name the postseason hero. You'll receive a pair of tickets to an MLB postseason game. MLB Network Radio has your chance to win on SiriusXM 89 in the SiriusXM app. No transportation will be included in connection with these prizes. For full contest information and official rules, visit SiriusXM.com/MLB Postseason Heroes 2025. No purchase necessary. Open only to current SiriusXM subscribers prior to September 19th. Just be a U.S. resident over the age of 18.
That is the best moment in sports I have ever seen.
The World Series is on Sirius XM. The Toronto Blue Jays.
A Springer! Dinger!
The LA Dodgers.
Shohei Ohtani, 1 of 1.
Before and after every game, MLB Network Radio's experts bring you closer to the action.
George Springer.
This team's worked so hard.
Hear the hometown announcers on the Sirius XM app. Pre-game coverage of Game 3 of the World Series tomorrow at 5 Eastern on Channel 89.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Let's talk wrestling, past, present, and the future. Hey, it's the coach here. If you live, breathe, eat wrestling like I do, you got to check out Off the Ropes on SiriusXM.
What?
Off the Ropes, your front row seat to everything happening in pro wrestling, the hottest stories, unforgettable interviews, and a rotating crew of insiders who've been in the ring and behind the curtain. You won't get this kind of access anywhere else. Catch us weekdays, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern on Pro Wrestling Nation, 24/7 on SiriusXM, Channel 156.
Unlock opportunity.
Bob Wishoes and Anthony Becht live from the Dime Community Bank radio booth. We've got your bank. So it's a one-score game here in Cincinnati. The Jets within 8, 24-16 with 6:12 to go in the 3rd. But Anthony, that's the second time the Jets have gotten pretty deep in the red zone. and had to settle for a field goal. Nick Folk's got 2 sub-30-yard field goals in this game.
Yeah, and like I said, there's some tight, close opportunities, some really good play calls that I think that are there, and you gotta trust, and you gotta trust it's there. You gotta trust your guy winning, and in those moments, if you don't get it there quick, then that's when the pressures and things happen. But you're right, you have to find a way to score touchdowns. But the one good thing, Bob, it's a one-score game, and the Jets are in it.
And a kick into the end zone again from McNamara this time. So it'll be a touchback as Charlie Jones takes a knee. That will hurt the Jets field position-wise. Out to the 35-yard line, down to Eric Allen.
You guys are so right about the red zone. So far, that's been the story of the game. The Jets are just 1 of 3. Cincinnati's 2 of 3. Fellas, with 6 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third quarter, the Jets have 314 total yards.
Now, the offense has moved the ball today. And Justin Fields, a week after his benching, looks much better. But they're settling for 3 too often. Flacco on first down, handoff Chase Brown. Swamped under behind the line by Quinnen Williams. Check that, Jordan Phillips came through.
That's a great job by Phillips. I mean, he's known to be a run stopper. And again, that's just winning your one-on-one battles. And again, getting the TFLs, that's been great. We saw one with Quincy Williams earlier in the game, Bob. And what did that do? It forced them to punt, and they didn't have those kind of plays playing from behind the sticks. That's how you kind of start the series there defensively, getting a big play behind the line of scrimmage.
Harrison Phillips, of course. I got that call wrong multiple ways, but it's a loss of 2. Flacco in the shotgun, back to throw. 4-man rush. Looks over the middle, scanning the field. Floats one left, incomplete. Intended for Jamar Chase. Good coverage by the Jets. Malachi Moore was running with Jamar Chase. Quinnen Williams, part of the Jets' push up front. Michael Clemens got some pressure on as well. So now the Jets have forced 3rd down and 12 for Cincinnati at their own 33 in a one-score game.
Excellent coverage. I mean, listen, you give Joe that much time, you've got to get home up front. Defensive linemen have to find a way to win here and get there. When Joe Flacco's patting his feet and he's waiting, that's a good sign. But again, the coverage had to come up big, and that's what they did.
Jamar Chase wide left, slot to the near side right. Jets rush 4 again. Back to throw is Flacco, well protected. Now he's in trouble, tries to scramble and does. Runs left to the 40 and runs out of bounds for the first down. Michael Clemens looked like he was about to make an ankle tackle on Joe Flacco, and Flacco found an escape hatch and used the 40-year-old legs to run for a first down, 13 yards.
You know, Bob, I yell at my defensive ends on my team every time they run past the quarterback. Why are we doing that? You get off kilter. Now all of a sudden you got lanes you're giving up to the quarterback. Joe Flacco's not a runner, but again, you had a chance to tackle him there on the inside. Michael Clemens, he's not able to trip him up. Give Joe Flacco credit. He's not going to win a lot of those, but he got a big first down run there.
On a 3rd and 12. 1st and 10. Bengals at their own 46. Handoff. Pirine up the middle. And he finds a crease to midfield. 9 yards. Straight up the gut. Jamie Sherwood helped to make the Jets tackle. But just like that, the Bengals from 3rd and 12 to in business in Jet territory.
It's amazing how you can be in such a good place, and then 1-2 plays later, the momentum shifts. So, again, Jets are going to have to hunker down here defensively up front. Defensive line's going to have to find a way to get to the quarterback when those opportunities come.
2nd and 1 at the Jet 45. Flacco in the shotgun. And off Pirine. Runs right. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Isaiah Oliver put a shoulder right into the waist of Samaje Pirine. But 240-pound running back usually is just going to fall forward for a couple of yards. And he got enough. So it is a first down at the Jet 43. (24-16), the Bengals on top, and they've got the ball. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 at the Jet 43. Flacco under center. Offset eye right. Jamar Chase in the backfield. Play action. Screen right. Caught by the tight end Noah Fant. Gets a block to the Jet 35. Right sideline. Gang tackled at the line to gain. Azarie Thomas was there first. But I think that's good enough for a first down. Looked like he pretty much got right to the first down marker. And yes, it's a gain of 10.
Yeah, the only defender there was Quincy Williams, and he had 3 Bengals right there to block him, but he kind of dives and throws his body and just slows down Fan. Even though he got a big gain there, it stopped it from being a huge gain because of just his ability to be in space.
Slot left, solo right, Jamar Chase. Shotgun for Flacco. Takes the snap, drops back. Looks right, throws one right sideline for Chase. Tipped ball, intercepted on the carom by Azareye'h Thomas. No, they'll say he was out of bounds. He was out of bounds when he caught the ball.
Defender never reestablished back in bounds. Pass is incomplete.
Azareye'h Thomas walled off Jamar Chase right up against the sideline, and on the carom did not get his feet back in bounds. There's a ball loose on the field, and to avoid any type of a challenge of the play, the Bengals tried to quick snap it before they even got a ball off the field, or two footballs on the field. They set one ready for play, and there was another one loose. Have we seen a replay yet that would draw a Jets challenge? Hard to believe we have not seen a replay yet.
Pretty incredible play by A.Z. Thomas. I mean, the tight coverage and almost getting himself back into play and catching this ball. They're showing a replay now, but man, he gets around, ball gets tipped up, and we just can't get the replay.
Handoff, Pirine up the middle, breaks free to the 20, right sideline, 15, 10, 5 inside the pylon for a touchdown. 32-yard run for Samaje Pirine. One play after the Jets nearly had a takeaway. And it's a 2-score lead again for Cincinnati.
Yeah, just a crusher. I mean, you're in a position there where you almost have a fantastic defensive play, but you got to make tackles in space, and the young rookie, number 27, Malachi Moore, gets a chance. It's one-on-one. You said it, Bob, 240 pounds. It's a business decision. You got to wrap this guy up, and if you go high on his thighs, you're going to bounce right off, and that's what happened on that, and nobody else was home to clean it up.
Evan McPherson, the point after, is good. 2:34 to go third quarter. And now the Jets are down by 15. It's 31-16 Cincinnati. And hard to believe we still never saw a clear replay of the Azareye'h Thomas play, a play before. Television put one replay up. It was late. Now they're finally replaying it. And we're going to get a chance to see if he did reestablish in bounds. No, it was the right call. His feet were on the sideline. So even if the Jets had challenged, they would have lost. But you need that information fully before the next play. The Bengals were trying to go quick to avoid a challenge. And it turns out they didn't even need to do that. And then Pirine creases them for a 32-yard touchdown run. So the Jets about to get the ball back. But for the third time now, Anthony, find themselves in a 2-touchdown hole.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. I mean, again, just to play off and feed off of that. And, the staff has iPads. They got guys in the booth. They're looking at that stuff. They're not leaning on just the television programming. But, again, you just got to see it. Clearly, they saw something, not to throw the red flag. But you got to get yourself reset, get realigned, and you can't let a big play happen on the next snap.
This kickoff by McPherson comes down at about the 6-yard line to Isaiah Williams. He runs right across the 25-30. Pretty good return. Now just shy of the 35-yard line. They'll mark him down at the Jet 34. Well, now the Jets need touchdowns. They have driven to the red zone and twice settled for field goals. And field goals in this game aren't going to help them anymore. Down by 15 with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. The account possessions. I mean, maybe you get the ball 4 more times. Shotgun for Justin Fields. Breece Hall to his left. Takes the snap. Play action. Bootleg out to the near side left. He's going to tuck it under and run. And races out of bounds on the Bengals bench at the Jets 37. He picks up about 3.
They've run a couple of rollout plays. They had one in the red zone tight, and then here where they're kind of getting them to the left. Again, it's a run throw option. If it's not there, you take off like he did. But man, those are difficult to get your shoulders around and really make those throws in those situations. So again, getting something is what you need to do there with the couple yards that he got to get on first down.
Bunch set left, 3 receivers. In motion, Arian Smith. Fields in the gun, takes the snap. Here comes a blitz. Looks left, throws left, wide open. Mason Taylor left sideline, and he's got a first down to midfield. Cut down at about the Bengals' 48-yard line by Dax Hill. Good misdirection by the Jets. Mason Taylor found himself wide open, and the Jets are in plus territory, trying to make this a one-score game again.
Yeah, the inside linebacker kind of gets picked by the inside sit route by Lazard. It's amazing how the simplest plays sometimes work out in your favor. And Mason Taylor's wide open in the flat. Fields easy throw and catch, and you get the extra yards for a big play.
He picked up 15 in all. Fields under center. Mason Taylor motions right to left. Breece Hall the lone setback. Tight end to either side. And a check at the line by Justin Fields moves Mason Taylor back to the right. They get the snap off. Hand off Breece Hall running right at the 45-40. Down the sideline at the 35-30. Carrying tacklers into the red zone. Out of bounds all the way down to about the 15, maybe the 13-yard line. Another creased running play exploited by the Jets. 35 yards for Breece Hall, and the Jets are back in the red zone, presented by the New York Lottery.
Great blocks by Ruckert and Mason Taylor on the edge. Good job by Johnson. You got to make people miss, right? We saw Isaiah Davis make somebody miss. Well, Breece Hall does the same thing. He's got the safety coming down, and he's able to shake them and get the yards. I mean, right now, Bob, the Jets are gashing the Bengals defense for 191 yards. You got to pay it off now in the red zone. Like, you can't kick a field goal here. You got to find a way to get. This may be 4-play territory, depending on where the ball's getting spotted in these situations.
Starting corner DJ Turner hurt on that last play. He just came off the field. But it was one-on-one. Breece Hall on Jordan Battle, and Breece Hall won that matchup. So 1st and 10 Jets at the Bengals 13. Isaiah Davis to the left of Fields in the shotgun. Hand off Davis, running right, gets a block at the 10. Spins down to about the 7. He gets 6 on first down. B.J. Hill made the stop. And I mentioned it earlier, but it's worth repeating. Trey Hendrickson is out for the rest of the game as he re-aggravates the same hip injury apparently that cost him last week against Pittsburgh. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter.
This is the end of the third quarter.
So we head to the fourth with the Jets inside the Bengals 10-yard line. They're down by 15. So they're trying to make this a one-score game again. It's 31-16. Cincinnati on top as we head to the fourth. You're listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Listen to your team's pre- and post-game shows on the SiriusXM app.
We got our hands full, but we should be a better team.
Just search for your team's channel before and after every game to get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio.
I appreciate that locker room. That's a bunch of fighters in there.
Listen to your hometown announcers and your local pre- and post-game shows all on the SiriusXM app. And subscribers whose vehicles are equipped with our 360L radios, you can check out your team channel while you're on the road. Here's what's happening on SiriusXM Sports.
If it's a Sunday during the NFL season, it's the Sunday Drive. Catch live look-ins, instant scoreboard updates, and expert analysis and breakdown of every game on the gridiron with reporters at every stadium. For complete coverage, tune to SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
SiriusXM Sports, wherever you are, your team plays here.
Conan O'Brien here. Sure, it's football season, but when you aren't listening to my pigskin flying around on SiriusXM, come check out my channel, Conan O'Brien Radio. We're cracking jokes, throwing deep cuts, blitzing boredom. No pads, no playbooks, just a Hail Mary of hilarity. It's comedy in the red zone all season long. Conan O'Brien Radio. That's a tough tackle. He's down. He's not getting up. He's dead. Wait, I took it too far. Conan O'Brien Radio, Channel 104, anytime you want on the SiriusXM app.
Hello, children. I'm Alice Cooper. Rocco Mediate and I are talking golf, music, and more on Rolling the Rock.
You know, Tiger's 50 in December.
It's just like rock and roll. If you've got the talent of Tiger Woods, you can't just sit down and watch it on television. You're going to want to play.
Listen to Rolling the Rock on PGA Tour Radio or anytime on the SiriusXM app. And you better listen, because we know where you live.
With a refreshing, smooth taste, this cerveza is exactly what you need to get game day ready. Grab an ice cold Corona. Game on, lime in. 21 plus, relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. So we start the fourth quarter, and the Jets potentially about to get themselves back in the game. They're down by 15, but they have it 2nd down and 4 at the Bengals 7-yard line. They load up with 3 tight ends. Breece Hall, the lone setback. Fields under center. Straight quarterback run. What was a timeout called? No, a flag.
Prior to the ball being snapped at a false start flinch on the back, number 20. That's a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Breece Hall can't believe it. Breece Hall called for a red zone penalty. As they say, he flinched and commits a false start. That's going to make it 2nd and 9. Wow. I mean, he barely moved his body. And he's now the lone setback again. So 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line. Handoff, Breece Hall right up the middle. At the 5, gets down to about the 4-yard line. No, they'll mark him down at the 5. Miles Murphy made the stop. Breece Hall hasn't scored a touchdown this season. Well, you can only imagine how much he wants to hit the end zone, especially in this spot. 3rd down and 2 at the 5.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And listen, you can kind of, this is 2-play territory. So if you want to run it here, to me, you do it. If you get a field goal here, it still leaves you 2 scores away. So again, you got to try to find a way to get a touchdown and keep them pinned down here if it doesn't happen.
Fields under center. Offset eye right, Breece Hall the eye back. At the 5-yard line, handoff Breece Hall, finds a crease, runs left, he's into the end zone for a Jet touchdown. The first touchdown of the season for Breece Hall. And the Jets a point after away from making this a 1-possession game again. They actually might go for 2 here.
Yeah. First of all, congrats to Breece Hall. We love seeing that. Finally gets in, gets off to Schneid. Fantasy people across the world are happy as heck jumping around. It's a great job up front blocking. Now, I will say this, Bob. I am not a point chaser. I'd like to get the points and worry about it at the end, because if you don't get this,
you're down 9.
Exactly. And again, there's a lot of football to play. Anything can happen, but we'll see how this works out here if we can get it.
So the Jets go for 2 to try to make the game a 7-point game. Shotgun for Fields. Davis to his left. Takes the snap, drops back to throw. Under pressure. Steps up, scrambles right. Fields at the 5. Fields into the end zone. He's got the 2. Justin Fields broke containment and found an alleyway. And the Jets get an 8-point trip. It's 31-24. 14-17 to go in the fourth quarter. The Jets are back in it. It's the Bengals 31 and the Jets 24. That scoring drive, an 8-point drive, presented by Hyundai. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. You're listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Sometimes you only get one look at greatness. After all, there's only one Joe Namath, only one Curtis Martin, and only one Kevin Mawai. There's only one Lombardi Trophy, only one case of Super Bowl rings, and only one Hall of Fame gallery that houses the bronze bust of each Hall of Famer. And they all live in one place, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, where one look at greatness lives forever. Ignite the passion, relive the glory. Book your visit now at profootballhof.com.
Kenny Chesney's journey took him from a small town in East Tennessee to country music superstardom and everywhere in between.
Oh, hello, how are you tonight?
To mark the arrival of his first ever book,
I've been writing Heart Life Music.
He'll share stories with a small group of superfans.
It's my story, how we got here.
It's a live town hall event with Kenny Chesney from Nashville.
On No Shoes Radio.
Hear it anytime on the SiriusXM app.
SiriusXM College Sports Radio has everything a college football fan needs.
They're not gonna get him! Touchdown!
Get ready for game day with our roster of experts, including Chris Childers.
There's nothing that we have in this world like college football. It's the greatest thing we have.
Plus, get insider access with exclusive interviews.
Georgia head coach Kirby Smart joining us.
Ryan Day, head coach of Ohio State.
Catch it all on College Sports Radio, channel 84 in your car, and on the SiriusXM app.
This, my friends, is a game for the ages.
Sports are all about moments.
Swinging a fly ball, left field and deep, a Springer, dinger!
And you can hear them all.
That is the best moment in sports I have ever seen.
As they happen.
Shohei Ohtani, the stuff of legend!
Live in the moment.
It's so good, we must be dreaming!
With live sports on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
This game has had it all.
Go Jets.
14-17 to go in regulation time. 31-24, the Bengals have the lead. And that's got to put a jolt of energy into the Jet defense as well, Anthony. It's 31 points on the board for Cincinnati, but the Jet defense knows if they can get a stop, it's a chance for a tie or possibly for the Jets to take the lead.
Yeah, no doubt. And Justin Fields, that's all him there. He's able to create with his legs, pressure on the edges, runs around, and as he goes to the sidelines, AG actually cracks a smile, and he's happy, and he's high-fiving him. But that's that element that he can change because of the fact of his legs.
Kickoff down to Charlie Jones, up the middle of the field across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Let's go down to Eric Allen. And we're going to check back in with AE, or EA, I should say, as I guess we're having a microphone problem down there. Only one of the problems with your play-by-play guy as well. 14-12 to go, fourth quarter. So can the Jets get a defensive stop now and give the offense that's feeling it today, more so than they have in quite a while, the ball back in a 7-point game? Flacco. Shotgun, handoff, right up the gut, Chase Brown into the secondary. He's across the 40, rather P-Rod, out across the 45 to about the 48-yard line before he's brought down by Andre Sisco. Oh, that's a crusher, just right up the gut to midfield in the run game, 21 yards.
Yeah, it's just linebackers are committing too much into the line of scrimmage, Bob. I mean, once the ball's getting snapped, everybody's blocked up. I mean, you got to pause and wait. That's Sherwood there. He's got to be patient. Those big gashes are critical.
First and 10, Bengals near midfield. Another handoff to Piron. Running right, breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Malachi Moore pushes him out of bounds, but not before he picks up another first down and a gain of 11 to the Jet 41.
Yeah, Quinnen Williams was there to get him, but man, Piron just great balance and just knocking his arms away. He's just, like you said, 240 pounds, but he's also not an easy guy to contact because guys just bounce off it. We saw Malachi Moore early in the game where he just went for his thighs and wasn't able to tackle him on a touchdown. So they got to find a way to get a little more aggressive here inside the box, stop the run, because that's what's carrying this Bengals offense in the second half.
Pistol formation for Flacco. Chase Brown is the lone setback. Jet sweep to the right. Jamar Chase hit hard by Jermaine Johnson. Quincy Williams in on the stop as well, but not before he gets to the Jet 35. He picks up 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. And now we'll check in with EA.
Sorry about that, guys. Jets obviously need a stop here defensively. 5-1 possession losses so far this season, but they're over 200 yards on the ground, the green and white. And Breece Hall gets into the end zone for the first time in his 2025 season.
Yeah, the Jets have the capability to run the ball. That is certainly their bread and butter. They have done that today. 2nd and 4. Bengals at the Jet 35. Little screen left, caught. A button hook to Jamar Chase, and he spins inside the 25 down to the Jet 20-yard line and finally brought down at the New York 18. Another first down.
Yeah, he's in that slot, and again, you're playing that game. You're kind of in the box with the linebacker. You're kind of covering him, and the ball's thrown way outside of where the defender is. And honestly, Jamar Chase got to make a routine catch, a really hard one, though, because the ball's outside, and a guy like him can catch. You know, he gets a lot of targets a game. I think he's got almost 16 targets today, so he's pretty warmed up, Bob, getting the football.
1st and 10 at the Jet 18, 11:42 to go. Flacco in the shotgun. Handoff Brown. Up the middle. He's got a crease again inside the 15. Down to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. 11 more yards. Chase Brown. Malachi Moore made the stop. It's 1st and goal at the 7. But most of the damage that has been done in the run game by the Bengals has been done right between the guards.
Yeah, you know, these guys are quick hitter backs. You got to extend, find the football, and get off blocks. And again, we've talked about the jet run game. Well, guess what? 8.5 yards a carry for 162 for the Bengals. They are matching it right now on the field.
Flacco Shotgun, handoff Brown, running right at the 5, down to the 2-yard line, maybe the 1. But again, coming into today, Cincinnati was dead last in the NFL in rushing yards per game. They only average 69 rushing yards per game. But they are hurting the Jets on the ground. Samaje Perine with 93 yards rushing, and now Chase Brown up to 60 yards rushing. All of those numbers on only 18 carries. Second down and goal inside the 2. Brown to the right of Flacco in the shotgun. He takes the snap, handoff Brown, runs right, gets a push at the goal line. He's in. A Bengals touchdown as they answer the Jets' 8-point trip with a touchdown of their own. And once again, the Jets are down by 2 scores, 10:21 to go.
Yeah, again, you know, that was the majority of these plays, Bob, are run plays. And again, you think, you know, the way they've been going and trending, the Bengals with 92 passes the last 2 weeks, that's just not the case today. And when they spread you out, the problem is you lose bodies in the box. And if you're not making plays at the line of scrimmage with your defensive linemen, you're going to get gashers and get into the second and third level. And that's what the Bengals are able to do. So, again, it's been a close game. But if you're not going to stop the Bengals, the 24 points or whatever points the Jets end up with.
Rolling on the field was a touchdown. Previous plays on the review.
So now we'll have a field review brought to you by the members and contractors of Local 825 Operating Engineers. ELEC 825, building our future. They ruled it a touchdown on the field, but the Jets may have gotten them stopped at about the half-yard line. Tony Adams may have saved the touchdown as they're going to take another look at Chase Brown's run.
Yeah, it's pretty close. You don't have that down-the-line angle, or at least what they've shown us on television. They haven't shown down-the-line angle, so it's, do you have enough information?
His shoulders got to the goal line. Did the ball get there too? It looks like, boy, you're right. You probably need that camera angle directly down the goal line. And it doesn't look like they've got that angle. And you have to have definitive proof. So we'll step aside while they take a look at this play. You're listening to New York Jets football on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Hey, football fans, this is Jim Miller.
And I'm Pat Kerwin. Be sure to tune in to Moving the Chains tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern.
We'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for Monday Night Football as the Commanders head to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs.
Plus, we'll talk with Bucs head coach Todd Bowles and Falcons head coach Raheem Morris and keep you updated on the latest injury news.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and on the Sirius XM app.
The chase for the MLS Cup is on Sirius XM FC.
Messi with a left-footed shot, it's a brace.
Hear every postseason goal.
Thomas Müller! Oh, what a finish!
Every breathtaking moment. Until a champion is crowned.
Cue the celebrations!
Follow the road to MLS Cup on Sirius XM FC 157 and streaming on the Sirius XM app. Straight Shooter with Stephen A.
This is Stephen A. Smith, and I've got something to say. We're talking politics, power, and the real issues that shape our lives. I want to make sure I position myself to be one of those voices that America wants to hear on these matters. I'll be open to being educated, corrected when I'm wrong, but I anticipate those moments to be few and far between.
Straight Shooter with Stephen A. Wednesday, 6 p.m. East on POTUS Channel 124 and on the Sirius XM app.
John Cena, one of the best to ever do it.
John Cena is a 17-time world champion.
The greatest of all time is lacing up his boots one final time. Join Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 as we take a look back at one of the most legendary careers of all time.
Who in the hell are you? I'm John Cena.
The time has come. A special debuting December 8th, only on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7, Channel 156.
Y.com.
So bad news for the Jets while we were away. They went to review on the Chase Brown touchdown plunge. It was ruled a touchdown on the field. They went to replay just to see if they could determine officially if he broke the plane. they did not have that goal line extended camera view. So they left the touchdown in place as the review did not go the Jets' way. The touchdown is good for the Bengals, and McPherson tacks on the extra point. So 10:21 to go in the fourth quarter, Anthony, and the Jets are down by 2 touchdowns again. It's 38-24.
Yeah, and listen, the Jets are moving the ball offensively. You don't necessarily have to get away from the run game, especially if you're continuing to get explosive runs, because they are averaging close to 8 yards a carry. So, again, Justin Fields is going to have to make some plays with his arms, though, as we get here, because, you're going to have to score twice, and you got to hold them. So there's a lot against the Jets here, but, again, just stay the course, continue to fight, and get yourself in a position to get back into this game.
And again, on a day where they don't have Garrett Wilson for the second consecutive week, and Garrett Wilson will have the bye week to try and get healthy for the second half of the season. But Justin Fields, 15 of 25, 176 yards and a touchdown. And he has also run 8 times for 26 yards and has a 2-point conversion. So he's got 200 yards of total offense and a touchdown accounted for as the kickoff sails down to Isaiah Williams. Now to his left at the 20, across the 30. Gets all the way out across the 35 to about the 40-yard line. Just blasted up the numbers on the far side left. So good field position here for the Jets. And you know what? Even if this isn't a losing effort, it's a good response today for Justin Fields. This could not have been an easy week for him. He finds out that he's starting with Tyrod Taylor injured. The presumption was Tyrod Taylor would have gotten the start if he was healthy, and Fields would have had to deal with the benching last week and all the questions. And the Jets have 24 points on the board. We still have the better part of the fourth quarter to play. He's in the shotgun. Isaiah Davis to his left, back to throw. Check down left, caught by Isaiah Davis, gets a block, scoots across the 40. Now to the Jets' 44-yard line, so he gains 4. The 2 rookie linebackers, Barrett Carter and Demetrius Knight, were both there. 2nd down and 6. Jets need to operate with some urgency here, though. 9:55 to go. That's a ton of time. But they're down by 2 touchdowns, and the defense has not shown an ability today to get a stop. So they need to preserve time if they can, huddling up, see if they pick up the pace. 10 on the play clock as they come to the line. Shotgun for Fields. Breece Hall to his right. Takes the snap. Screen right. Low. Dropped by Williams. They tried to set up the bubble screen to Isaiah Williams, and the throw was a bit low. 9:28. The clock stops. 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, I would agree with you. You really can't say, hey, 2 possessions, we can score twice. I think it's like, hey, how can we maximize? If we can get a 3rd possession, you may need it. Because if
you might need it.
Yeah, Bengals may get a field goal. So, again, just having that tempo. It doesn't have to be full go. But that play call right there, you could have got up to the line and then just ran that.
3rd down and 6. Jets at their own 44. Shotgun for Fields. Tyler Johnson in motion right to left. Bengals show blitz. They rush 4. Fields steps up, well protected, escapes the pocket, runs left, lowers his shoulder, and gets within a yard of a 1st down. He got to the 49-yard line of the Jets. The line to make is the 50, right on the button. So the Jets have to go for this. 4th and 1 near midfield, 9 minutes to go, down by 2 touchdowns. And they will go for it.
And their Rolodex, obviously, 4th and 1s, 3rd and half yard, 4th and a half yard, man. They've ran through them. So being creative, having some creativity here, or just, hey, let's just push this thing and get the 1st down.
Fields under center. Isaiah Davis, the lone setback. In motion from left to right goes Allen Lazard. Fields takes the snap, drops to throw, looking downfield, throws it left. Mason Taylor, no, Ruckert's got it. He runs left inside the 40, inside the 35-30, all the way down to the 26-yard line of Cincinnati before Barrett Carter brings him down. So a little misdirection on 4th down to the tight end, Jeremy Ruckert, and it worked well.
He's got one in the bucket, Bob. That's a down block. It's a slow play down block, and you kind of sneak to the other side, and Justin Fields is patient. Protection's there. He's able to dump it off. Everybody forgets about him, and he gets a big play. It's a good job with that play call.
8 minutes to go. The Jets in business. 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Breece Hall at the 25-20, gets to the sideline at the 15, makes a man miss, inside the 5, gets to the pylon, he's in! That's a Jet touchdown! 27 yards! Breece Hall had no touchdowns this season coming into today. Now he's got touchdowns on back-to-back possessions. And the Jets have cut the lead to 8, and they're going to go for 2 again. And this is the analytics move. You're down by 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and teams will like to go for 2 on the first one to see if you can get the lead to 6 and maybe be in position to win a game.
You know what I'm going to say about that, right, Bob?
You're a coach that doesn't like to chase the points.
I hate that. But again, everybody's doing this. This is the trend. I just like getting at the end. But, hey, you got a quarterback. He can make something happen.
They go for 2. Fields, shotgun. Isaiah Davis to his right. Jets trying to get lined up. Slot right. Play clock at 5. Calls for the ball. Takes the snap. Drops back. Dancing in the pocket. Rolling to his right. At the 10. Buying time. Tries to avoid a sack. Sidearms one. At the goal line. Scooped up by Isaiah Davis. And he's short. Isaiah Davis thinks he had it in the end zone. Fields sidearmed one under pressure. We'll have to take another look. Isaiah Davis caught the ball right on the goal line.
Was that the ball was caught, but the runner was short. Try is no good.
So we have to take a look at this replay to see if Isaiah Davis got the ball to the goal line. He caught it. Oh, that's a 2-point conversion. Yeah. I think he caught it right on the goal line.
Ruling on the field was a catch and short for no good. We're going to look at the play.
He was right on the goal line. Now the question will be, does he have complete possession of the ball on the goal line as his momentum was bringing him back into the field of play? It's another field review brought to you by the members and contractors of Local 825 Operating Engineers, ELEC 825, building our future. And this is an angle where they do have a camera right on the goal line.
Yeah, Bob, it's super close. I do believe it's like literally 6 inches short, and which would be terrible. But he makes a great catch. I just don't see the actual pull into the ball. But man, you're talking like inches.
Here's what I would say: if you freeze frame this, he has the ball in his arms on the goal line. Would you call that, at that point, already having possessed the ball? Would you call that completing the catch?
I'd say.
Or does he finally complete the catch as his body comes back into the field of play? He's got the ball in his arms, and the ball's on the goal line. But does he have complete control of it? And the question, and the tough part for the Jets here, is the precedent being set on the field of him being short. Well, they've already come to a decision. Let's see.
After reviewing the play, the receiver caught the ball and was beyond the goal line.
There it is.
2 point. It's good.
So they rule that he did have possession on the goal line. The Jets get the 2, and now they're within 6 with 7:52 to go. And Breece Hall's got a pair of touchdowns.
Love it. I mean, it's great. Listen, you're right. It was inches, right? But it's like, hey, I would have loved to see if they just called that a touch or a good 2-point try, and then you go back and you can't overturn it. But, man, you're right. It was right there. It's great eyes. And, again, Jets get a call. That's the most important thing. And 2 2-point conversions today is really good. Now, what a game. Like, defense has to find a way, Bob, to get it done.
7:52 to go. On a day that begins with tears in the Jets organization as we all learn of the passing of Nick Mangold. At least we have the distraction of football and a great, exciting football game at that. The end-over-end kickoff from McNamara to Charlie Jones, right side at the 5. Gets across the 25 and is hurdled down at about the 28-yard line, down to EA.
Veteran safety Andre Cisco, he's been evaluated for a shoulder injury. His return is questionable. We know Malachi Moore, obviously, in the starting lineup today. We'll have to see who's lining up with him right now.
It looks like Tony Adams, as he right now is stapping up a couple guys in the defensive huddle as they are encouraging Tony Adams. Can the Jet defense get a stop? The Bengals have 38 points on the board, but the Jets are within 6. And there's 7:48 to go. So all the time in the world. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Flacco in the shotgun. Wide receiver screen dropped by Jamar Chase. The throw was low. Flacco might have rushed that one a bit, so it's 2nd down and 10.
Again, amazing. You know, one guy that can catch a ball pretty much anywhere around him. We saw him catch a kind of a quick hook route way outside, able to turn it up. And again, those are the kind of things you need to help you succeed defensively. Now you got 2nd and long, capitalize. Somebody's got to get home. I think the pass rush is going to be key here in passing situations.
P. Ryan to the right of Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco back to throw. Throws one over the middle. Dropped and incomplete. Jarvis Brownlee was hounding the receiver, Andre Yoshibak. And so now it's 3rd down and 10 at the 28-yard line of Cincinnati.
Now Jets got their best guys, like Will's in there, Jermaine Johnson. Like, find a way, make it difficult. Don't make it easy for Joe Flacco. He's got to be hesitant at all. That's an advantage for you here.
Yosivach to the near side left. In motion from right to left, Jamar Chase. Tracked by Brownlee. Flacco back to throw. 4-man rush. Under some pressure. Flushed right. He's going to be sacked! The Jets get their first sack of the day. Will McDonald finally gets to Joe Flacco and brings him down. It's a 3 and out. And here comes the punt group for Cincinnati.
Just well done. I mean, listen, this is a 4-man rush. They run a little bit of a stunt here. Will goes up the field, comes underneath, goes all the way around. But I'll be honest with you, this is great coverage. I mean, nobody's open. I mean, you're talking about no Sauce Gardner. You got a rookie on the field in Thomas. You know, these guys have done really good in the secondary, man. That's a great job of getting home.
A line drive punt. This is going to bounce to Williams at the 22-yard line, returnable. Runs left to the 25, gets loose at the 30. Scoots across the 40 and almost broke free. He's out to the 42-yard line of the Jets. So a 6-yard loss on the sack, the Jets' first of the day. And a line drive punt that Williams fielded and gives them great field position. And JETSFREE, when the Jets get a sack, you score a free Big Mac the next day with the purchase of $2 or more on the McDonald's app. Valid one time the day after the game at participating McDonald's. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards. Well, here's the Jets' chance to get their first win of the season. 6:50 to go in the game. At their own 42-yard line, a touchdown would give them the lead. Play action. Back to throw. Justin Fields looking downfield. Throws one deep sideline left. Comeback route. Arian Smith makes the catch. Out of bounds at the Bengals 35-yard line in front of Dax Hill.
Beautiful job by Arian Smith. I mean, he gets a comeback. It all starts with protection, Bob. You can't throw a comeback route, a deep one at 18, coming back to 15 without protection. Offensive line has been great. You get the DB running right by. He puts the brakes on, catches it, catchable ball. Great operation by the offense.
Jets should be in no hurry. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Fields, shotgun. To his right, Breece Hall. Handoff, Breece Hall running left. He's got room inside the 30. Breaks another tackle down to the 25. He picks up 10. Should be another Jet first down. It is without measurement. Joseph Osai tripped him up. That'll bring Breece Hall, though, up to 119 yards rushing in the game. Check that, 129. As they'll add that last 10-yard carry. Shotgun for Fields. Quick screen out to the right to Isaiah Williams. Gets a block. He's to the 20-yard line. And the Jets are back in the red zone presented by the New York Lottery.
You need to mention it, Bob, about the clock, right? Again, it's a part of it. You don't assume you're going to score because you have to earn it. But, again, you can make this thing go down because if it works out in your favor, it just puts a little more pressure on Cincinnati to answer.
And it's hard to say to an offense that's really got it clicking
Exactly.
in a great rhythm right now to not play at their pace. Fields in the gun. To his right, Breece Hall. Another handoff to Breece Hall. He finds another crease. This time, though, that door closes quickly at the 16-yard line. He picks up 4, though. So it will be 3rd down and 1 at the Bengals 16. 5 minutes to go.
I believe you're in a situation as well. You got 2 plays here, to go and get your opportunity to get this first down. And right now, I mean, the Bengals are on their heels. I mean, that's just where they're at defensively. Keep the momentum going here up front, starting with the O-line.
Well, the Jets have run for 255 yards in this game. 3 tight ends. Isaiah Davis, the lone setback. Quarterback sneak, Justin Fields pushing left, gets a push. He's to the 15-yard line, and I think that should be good enough for a first down. If it gets to the 15, it's a first down. They say without measurement. Yes, Justin Fields got enough. 1st and 10 Jets at the Bengals 15, down to 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go, and the clock rolling. Again, both teams have all 3 timeouts. If the Jets get another first down inside the 5, the Bengals might be put in a position where they have to start spending timeouts. Let's see what happens. Fields in the shotgun. Isaiah Davis to his right. 1st and 10 at the Bengals 15. Play action. He's back to throw. Looks right, looks left, throws over the middle. Caught Isaiah Davis at the 10, down to the 6. He started out to the left, cut it back to the right in front of Logan Wilson, the linebacker, and picked up 9 yards. 3:35 to go. The Jets have to have a touchdown. It's 4-down territory. They're down by 6.
Yeah, we saw Chase Brown run that angle route. It's a good job being patient. Justin Fields was not even looking that side.
Number 61 of the offense is reporting as eligible. Number 61.
So Max Mitchell in as the extra offensive lineman. Isaiah Davis, the lone setback. Fields under center. 2nd and 1 at the Bengals 6. Takes the snap. Davis runs right, and he goes down behind the line. He might have lost a yard. First time in a while. It's been a tackle for loss. TJ Slayton, Logan Wilson, both there for Cincinnati. So now it's 3rd down and about 2 from the 7. 2:52 to go and the clock rolling. Neither team using timeouts. At least not yet.
Yep. Slayton's able to swim Myers on that one and get in the backfield. One of the few missed blocks up front. But again, you're in control here at 3rd and short.
I formation. Mason Taylor. The I back, he flexes right now. The lone setback is Davis. 3rd down and 2 at the 7. Play action, back to throw field, swing pass left, caught, first down. Getting cut down at the 4-yard line on the swing pass left is Mason Taylor. He gets up with a limp, but this will take us down to the 2-minute warning, unless the Bengals spend their timeouts.
Mason Taylor, incredible catch. It was a flat route, very simple. But, man, you got a defender coming down on you. Incredible job just keeping on that ball as he gets chopped down.
The Jets are knocking on the door to try to take the lead. 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. They trail 38-32. You're listening to the New York Jets Radio Network on Q104.3, the home for Jets football.
Score big this season at Met Foods and Met Fresh, your hometown supermarkets and your game day headquarters. From tailgate must-haves to halftime snacks, stock up like a champ with farm fresh produce and everyday essentials, all without breaking the budget. Now offering online shopping, local delivery, and weekly meal tips to keep your team fueled all season long. Visit metfoods.com or metfreshsupermarkets.com for store hours, digital coupons, and online ordering. Root for New York, shop local, eat like a champion, love Met Foods.
Get cozy this fall with stylish, energy-efficient shades from Hunter Douglas in Rings End. Not only do Hunter Douglas shades look amazing, but they're built to help insulate your home year-round, which could result in lower energy bills every season. Plus, you could qualify for a federal tax credit of up to $1,200 on select energy-efficient Hunter Douglas shades. Visit ringsend.com to see if a location near you carries Hunter Douglas and start saving in style. Limitations and restrictions apply.
When it comes to home heating oil, Sloman's delivers more than just fuel. They deliver peace of mind. Lock in your oil price with the Price Protection Plan and avoid surprise rate hikes all season long. With automatic deliveries, you'll never run out, and their 24/7 service means help is always a call away. Need flexibility? Ask about their budget plans with up to 30 days to pay. Sloman's has been trusted in the tri-state area for over 100 years. Call 866-GET-HEAT or visit oil.slomans.com today.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today.
Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We are back, and we'll pause to allow our stations to identify themselves on the New York Jets Radio Network.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Point 3.
2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. First and goal, Jets at the 4-yard line of Cincinnati. They need a touchdown to take the lead. Down by 6. I formation. And now Ruckert motions right. The lone setback, Breece Hall. Toss sweep to the right. Breece Hall, he's going to throw the ball. Pumps once, throws back in the end zone. It's caught. Mason Taylor. The option pass right by Breece Hall for a touchdown. And the Jets are a point after away from the lead. Breece Hall has run for 2 and now thrown for 1. The Jets dial up the trick play. It looked like it was stymied after a pump fake. Breece Hall threw a "my guy is better than your guy" lob, and Mason Taylor was better.
Just like they practiced it. It reminded me of Curtis Martin to Wayne Corbett in Tampa Bay many, many years ago in 2000. But, man, that's a heck of a job. This has been great. What a play by the Jets.
Nick Folk, point after. This for the lead. It's on the way, and it's good. 1:54 to go. The Jets lead 39-38. Wow. That's a Hyundai scoring drive. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. 3 different times, Anthony, the Jets have been behind by 2 touchdowns in this game, and they've come all the way back to take a lead.
I love it. It's been, the execution has been great, especially from behind. It's been remarkable. Give a lot of credit. The offensive line has come to play today, Bob, for 4 quarters. Pass protection, coming off for run blocks. Anytime you rush for 255, that's an embarrassment for a defense to go out there and put that on, and they continue to bang them at the line of scrimmage. So just a complete team effort offensively and defensively when they needed a big sack at the end.
Now, can they hold it? Can the defense get the stop that's necessary? Because the Bengals have all day. They've got 1 minute and 54 on the clock, and they have all 3 timeouts, and they only need a field goal. Line drive kick. Charlie Jones, right side from the 4, out to his left to the 15, gets to the 20, and is brought down at the 24-yard line. Let's check the scoreboard. Brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. Injured. Hire Morgan & Morgan. Proud partner of the New York Jets. Visit forthepeople.com or dial #law. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. The only other games going on right now, New England on top of Cleveland 32-13 late, and Baltimore leads Chicago 30-16. Everything else has gone final. We'll get the scores for you as we go. But it comes down to this for the Bengals at their own 24-yard line. Flacco in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back, looks right, throws right. Chase makes the catch. Spun down at the 32-yard line of Cincinnati, a gain of 7. Azaria Thomas made the stop. 1:33 to go. Again, Cincinnati with all 3 timeouts. Pirine running off the field. Late, shotgun, and a handoff to Brown. Up the middle, first down into the secondary, and spins to the 42-yard line. Another big running play for Cincinnati. Tony Adams made the stop. Down to 1:10 to go. Both teams have all of their timeouts.
A lot of substitutions by the Bengals here. They're huddling up. I get it, they got time, but they still have to execute and get more yards here.
Career long for Evan McPherson, 59 yards. 52 seconds to go. Flacco, empty backfield in the shotgun at the 44 of Cincinnati. He's back to throw. Throws one high over the middle, and it pops up in the air, almost intercepted. Andre Iosivas was sandwiched. Adams and Sherwood downfield, and on the carom, Malachi Moore almost picked the ball off as it popped up in the air.
Try to get that bender in the middle of the field. You talked about it. Adams came, collided with Sherwood. They knocked the ball up in the air. Malachi Moore dove out, extended, and tried to catch it. Almost gets that turnover.
42 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Bengals at their own 44. A handoff, and this time the Jets shut the door. They'll have to call timeout.
First charge, timeout. Cincinnati, 30-second timeout.
Quinnen Williams brought down Samaje Perine. Now the crowd booing that call, but about the last 10 or 12 times the Bengals have handed the ball off, I mean, they've creased the Jets all day in the run game. You can understand why they would have thought they might do it there.
Well,
and instead they only get a yard.
Yeah, it's going to the well one too many times, and it's good. How about the Jets getting it done there and making sure they're not leaving open gaps where they've done that in that spread out look in that run. So again, tough situation here. 3rd and 10. Pass rushers need to show up.
3rd down and 9. Bengals at their own 45. Flacco back to throw. 36 seconds to go. Under some pressure. Lobs one to the near side. Incomplete. Threw it away more than anything with some pressure coming from Jermaine Johnson. So here we go. 32 seconds to go. The Bengals are not in field goal range. They have to go for it on 4th and 9 from their own 45-yard line. Jets hoping for their first win of the season. They could get it with a stop on this play.
This is all effort right here, man. 4th and 10. It's got to be your best pass rush move, and you got to press and finish all the way here and make it difficult for Flacco.
Wide right Higgins. Slot right Josivash. To the near side left Chase. Flacco, shotgun, 5-man rush, looks over the middle, throws low, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Josivash. The Jets are going to win it. Jarvis Brownlee there in coverage. 27 seconds to go, and for the Jets, it'll be victory formation. They'll finally get their first of the season, and it couldn't have been more dramatic in come-from-behind fashion. When they were down by 2 scores 3 different times, and they found enough answers.
And the crowd's leaving in waves, Bob. I love that. It's the best moment in sports, man. Every fan walking, getting out of here, trying to get to their car. The excitement on the sidelines, Bob, is awesome. They're hugging. It's amazing how one change of events and get yourself your first win could change this team, and going into a bye week to get fresh, nothing better for this organization.
Fields takes a knee. And I don't know if the Bengals will even bother to call timeout. They will not. That will do it. The final score here in Cincinnati. The Jets come from behind and win on the road. Their first win of the season. And it is a celebratory New York Jets sideline. 39-38 is your final. And Anthony, you go all the way back to the spring. Right, OTAs and training camp, and every week you're asking, if you're Aaron Glenn, these guys, to get to the weight room and blood, sweat, and tears to try and work, and to go 7 games to start the season without getting any return on that investment. You can understand why these guys, you lived it, just exploded because they found a way to win this game.
It's hard to win games, Bob, especially when your back's against the wall. The media is at your back. There's always all these things swirling. People are saying things. To kind of universally focus and stay the course. And I get it. No fan, nobody wants the Jets to be 0-7 and go into this game and think, oh, it doesn't matter. It matters to these players. These players are desperately fighting their butt off, and today they showed it. I mean, listen, Bob, they dominated the trenches today. The offensive line, probably the best showing since the Pittsburgh game, right, when you're looking at what they're doing, but really just controlled the line of scrimmage. I thought Justin Fields played well. I mean, heck, if anything, he's going to make it difficult for this organization to say, hey, is Justin Fields continue to be our guy? And he did make his case today, like you said.
The celebration continues as the Jets, one by one, are heading off the field to head back to the locker room. And they finally are able to get a win. 1-7 now on the year. What a way to enjoy the bye. Right now you get 2 weeks to enjoy this before they'll return to host Cleveland second weekend in November. 39-38 is the final. And I think Eric Allen is about to chat with a member of the Jets down on the field somewhere. But they're still out there celebrating. And that is certainly understandable.
Unsung heroes too, Bob. You got Tyler Johnson with some critical catches today. Mason Taylor shows up, gets himself a touchdown, and that wasn't an easy catch. He had to go over the top and moss a guy to pull the ball in. And, of course, Breece Hall gets off the schneid today in a big way with 2 touchdowns.
So we'll step aside. The fifth quarter show about to begin with Dan and Greg. The Jets win it 39-38. You're listening to the New York Jets Radio Network.